mean, are people here?
I never knew how to, like, I know there's no letters, so there's nothing really to pronounce, but I never really knew how to express a bunch of exclamation marks in a row. Yeah, it's gotta be one of those.
You're standing really straight and you're like, you think all the exclamation marks, you're like, it's silent, but it's
Right.
vertical.
Sense.
When does anything make sense?
Yeah. Oh. What the fuck am I gonna do? What am I gonna do in June then? I'm done shows in May. God,
81
what the fuck?
people on
Okay.
the list.
All right, you heard it here, folks.
Why would you do that?
No, we're not murdering anyone. No one's murdering.
Yeah, you're not on the list. Here, get over here. Ding.
No, Marcosias, no. Whatever you're like. Oh God. Am I on?
You
Bump me up just slightly.
are.
Let me see. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Hello.
And it's your little
Yeah,
switch
you're
switch.
on.
Is my switch switch? My switch probably isn't switched. It is.
It is.
My switch, my switch.
Clap, 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 clap. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another fun Sunday of Changeling, the streaming.
Is that everybody looking to murder?
What?
Everyone in
No,
the chat?
No.
No. There's no murder here.
We aren't gonna murder the other
No, we're
81
definitely not
people.
going to
No.
murder anybody. So,
What's that? Because someone else who's cooler than you.
I'll let you know who's on the list.
Yeah.
Well, you murdered somebody.
Maybe I can ask somebody. What?
No.
What? What?
There's always just been the Patches and Brom show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Patches and Brom show. Patches and Brom show.
Uh-huh.
Patches and Brom show. Okay.
Why should there be wine in this bottle?
Great question.
Card biz?
He
Fui.
works in a card store.
So momento.
This
No,
card
no,
biz,
Memento,
kid.
not like
I've been working here for.
not the film Memento.
Not Memento, the
Actually,
film.
Memento, but also where the fuck are my cards? Speaking of card biz.
I have these.
What
Mine,
the
honey.
fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I put them in my.
Yeah, they would be.
Everything's.
Oh. John, how are you?
Wondering why there's only two of you sitting across from me.
Oh,
right now.
great
fine,
question.
yeah.
Are we missing some? Hey! Kung Fu, Kung Fu, Kung Fu.
Merci. Thank you for the 22.
That's really incredible. 23 months. Oh!
And
Thank
we're
you
getting
for
a
the
host from the
follow.
Onyx Path.
Oh,
Thank
damn!
you,
What's
Onyx
happening? We got a new
Path.
satyr in the chat too. I like it.
Ooh.
Marcosias. Anyway, fuck it. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going with it.
I feel like that's probably less awful than
666.
being into the CH.
Hello, the Onyx Path.
Hello.
It's always good to see Onyx Path or people who
Caw-caw.
are involved with the Onyx Path. She's at home drinking wine and pretending to be busy. Yeah, we wish.
Definitely.
Now this is when I reach under the table, log into Liz's Twitch, and write in the chat like, "Haha, you'll never know." No, I
Yeah,
would never do
right?
that.
See, I thought you were gonna be like log into like her computer and turn on her webcam so you can see find that she is sitting at home or something. But that's way more police state than.
I will eliminate all guesses and confusion. No hospital, no. Liz got a gig over the weekend, which is really exciting. She's filming a couple of short comedy sketches of all things.
Wow.
Which is, I mean, she is the funniest among us. Sorry, no offense to anybody here. I think he's mad. She should hopefully be joining us, but we're not holding our breath, hence the two of us here at the table. Yeah, we're not holding our breath.
Gehenna Gaming, eh?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Marchosius?
Marchosius.
I choose to pronounce that Marchosius. I hope that I'm correct.
So chosy.
I mean, I suppose I could hit the
Yeah,
at
that's
and make it
good.
Marchosias.
So gozy. Oh man, I missed that show. Gozy.
How?
I'm sorry again about that, John, that
What?
you were replaced.
I was replaced, but that's
So you
okay.
get to
I'm
leave it
still a
in
part of it. A little bit.
I'm still a part of this.
I'm on Netflix.
You
Shut
are on
up.
it. No, it's true, actually. Very, very funny. So. Oh, yes, and no, I'm not going to steal Lisa's thunder. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say
Why wouldn't
anything.
you steal her thunder? Go
I'm
ahead.
not, no, I'm not going to.
No.
Well, hi to
Important
everybody
I know.
who's joining us.
Hi, guys.
This is a Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition stream. We've been going for a little bit of time. This is episode 101.
Absolutely insane. Wow.
You know, if you're new with us, we have fun here. But one thing that you can always do So you can look at rpgclinic.com, where there is synopses for every episode that we've done, links to our VODs. You can even find out about the previous campaign that we ran, which was Exalted 3rd Edition, from before
Great
3rd Edition was released.
That's true. We had a little sneak peek. Well, more than
We
a
had
little
the
sneak
snack
peek.
pack.
Whoa. John, please.
Is 101 the best number?
Well, weirdness thing.
It is a palindrome.
I mean, that's
What? It
E.
is!
That's E. Is E the best
Fuck
number?
you.
So is Scott Talks, if you really want to go
the
there.
best number? Is that what you're saying?
Shit.
101
You're dying
E?
this episode.
Yay! Finally, kill me.
1, 2,
I want to
3,
come back
4,
as
5. 5
an
is
issue
the
or
best
something.
number?
Oh, binary?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was the same.
What if that's in hex?
Ooh.
I can't count in hex off the top of my head, so I give up.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa! Hey, everybody!
Hello to you.
Oh, hi,
Also got
friends.
a Fiona?
Is that a phone number that you're trying to dial, Pook? Because I'm afraid this is Twitch chat, not
Beep, beep, beep.
Final Fantasy support in China on the moon. Because I think there are a few too many codes for it not to be also on
Well,
the moon.
Hello,
he's
Final
leading with a
Fantasy
0,
support.
which means he's calling collect.
Well, duh.
Hello,
That's what they.
Final Fantasy support. I'm really good, and I want to be even better. Help! How does that work? I would. Oh, that's amazing.
Because initially I was
Thank
like,
you,
yeah, that's
Gio.
like a long distance number. I'm like, there's too many numbers. Yeah,
Oh,
the
man.
Stargate is about right.
I love that. Okay, there you go.
There's a part of me that wonders, did any of you ever call collect somebody, and when they were like, this is a collect call from, hi, my throat's starting to be picked up nearby. Just so that you
Never
can get
have I
like
done that,
a
that's it.
small, tiny little message to go through.
That's amazing.
I've
Oh.
definitely heard of it. I don't think I ever did.
That's very funny.
Would you like to accept this call? Nope.
Click.
No. My mom got like.
We got a baby, it's a boy.
Sweet.
Nice.
I had a brief moment where I was like,
Congratulations.
Marchosius, yeah, congratulations. That's really wonderful
Yeah.
news. I understand now. I haven't moved past the joke. I'm just living in the now and the future, John. It's simultaneous living. You should really try it.
Look at this.
Oh, here we go. Oh my
Glad
goodness.
you approve. Yeah, so Liz is not here. However, that's okay because we can always greet our mods. We can greet She Who Knows 10th, or maybe Disciple of.
Right, we could. Shoot. Should we just mod?
Yeah,
something?
we're running on the frontier here.
I
You got
can I get
no
a green
mods.
card
The
to someone?
Wild
That's-
West. Yeah,
so
can
you
we
can't
just-
red card or yellow card anyone, like whether it's the soccer game or what we use them for. But you can have a green card. You can say yes to things.
John, I have a separate question for you as well. We probably already discussed this on the stream, and it might even be common practice in countries that are not Canada. I actually don't know, but the poppy on your chest
Ah.
is
Oh yes.
symbolic, and I wonder how many of our viewers are like super
I
aware
imagine
of
that
what
there's
the
a
deal is.
good
I imagine
percentage of our
so.
viewers who
The
will
UK is
understand
aware?
what this is.
Yeah.
It's on my jacket. It's over there.
I'm technically wearing a jacket, and so therefore
Oh yeah, there you go.
Fine
That's fair.
rules.
the poppy goes on.
Yeah, have a
Aw.
turn.
I need a little clippy for the back of it.
Post blank faces.
PK, they're blank. Number blank.
The poppy
my
is worn in several different countries, of which Canada is one of them, to show and display a certain amount of respect for the people who have fought in wars. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day, November 11th, the anniversary of the armistice. And in Canada, we take 2 minutes of silence to remember those who have fallen, those who have survived, and those who have been affected by war. And the poppy is a symbol of that. You wear it from the last Friday in October.
There goes a bulb.
Fucking.
Did we
rip.
just...
Yeah, it just popped.
We're also keep losing our music feed.
What the
out here.
hell is going on?
I'm
Hi,
gonna-
everybody.
I'm just gonna
Wolfpack's
quickly
here.
turn that off and unplug it and untwist it so it doesn't. I don't know.
Don't worry,
Weird that it
I'll
popped.
keep you company.
Yeah,
I,
Thanks,
I'm
Wolfpack's
wondering whether we're
here.
getting some electric.
We can do our
Surges? Some
we can do our
surges?
comedy bit that we've got going on.
Getting darker.
Okay.
Scott, you're gonna be all mysterious for a minute.
Oh, can I?
It
share-
actually doesn't look that bad with that. Just leave it off.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
I kind of like the Spookville nature of half my
Let's-
face now.
let's just keep it off for now.
I mean, I can also just leave that bank off because I have 2 banks on it. Here, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, that'll be half on then, right? Yeah. No, that's the other one, I think.
That's the bottom. That's the top.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, cool.
Off top.
There's Deadpool. 1 2 2 1 1.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Moody Changeling. I did something last night that I didn't even tell you guys about, despite the fact that I've been here for hours now,
What's that?
hanging out. My sister came into town very briefly with her son and his girlfriend, fiance. I'm not actually sure. We're gonna talk. They came into town and took me to Spaldi Combat, where they had reserved the Rage Cage.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
did the Rage Cage. I haven't done this before.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
So you broke things?
We broke a lot of shit. So Spaldi Combat is combat sports place.
Yeah.
In
So Liz
Montreal.
did her archery. She did a little vlog for that.
Mhm.
They have a rage cage, which is a place where you get locked in and smashed up.
Mhm.
They have an axe throwing thing. They have like a Nerf arena.
Yeah.
So
Combat archery too, I think,
Yeah.
with like
Yep.
foam tipped or
Yeah.
whatever, rubber tipped arrows. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I will say 4 people in there is too many. It's not very big. And so if you're like winding up to like bat a swing a mug, which was great, everyone else is just like on the wall because you got your protective gear on, but like
yeah.
I
would
definitely
really
got a
just
shard of
cycle you
glass
in and
through
out
my
of the
shoe.
cage.
You know what I mean? I was like, whoa, just take that out. So, you know, that was a thing.
You know, speaking of safety, we have something that we do for that.
Nice. Oh, my guy. Yeah.
Every player, including myself, get a hold of 3 cards. If you are flashing the green card, it means I am enthusiastic about what is happening, despite what I may be showing as a role player. If you're showing the yellow card, it means that I am fine with what's going on right now, but I am approaching my limit, and so I would rather that this not get more intense. And if we show a red card, it means I am not comfortable with what's happening, and things need to stop or change course immediately. You may never see these cards during the course of play. In fact, you go sessions without seeing them at all. They're there just for safety and for our mutual benefit, but it is important that you know about it in going on. And I still don't know why that keeps cutting out.
I hear that.
but-
Similarly, in the chat, of course, guys, feel free to sort of do something similar for yourselves. If you need to step out for any reason because of the content or anything, feel free to do so,
Yep.
or message a mob.
If you
Message Kung Fu Fenris.
whisper me,
Hey!
thank you, Kung Fu
Thank
Kung Fu
you.
Fenris. If you whisper me, the players will not see it. So
Right.
you can always whisper me if there's something. Obviously, there is a mature warning on this chat, so we have that to take into account. But also, just don't forget that you do always have the option of leaving. We are not going to feel badly about that if that must occur. We'd rather that you stay safe and healthy. I guess we should find out what the hell happened last session, but first, I gotta ask, are either of you spending any experience?
Just to answer Sugar Junkie, it's relatively new. We've only had it for the last 5 or so sessions. It's always been sort of understood, but we never had a system for it. So now
Great thing
we've
to implement.
put one together.
We started talking about it. I talked about it on another stream that I did
Yeah.
about consent tools in gaming, and then I was like, why don't we
Wait a
do
second,
this? We've been gaming together for a very long time, so I have a certain level of trust with my players, and I would hope that they would bring it up. But you know what? Might as well walk the walk instead of just talking the talk. Marchosius has it absolutely correct. It's green for yes please, yellow for cutting it close, and red for nope. So that is in there as well. And of course, I have a slightly different shade of green than the players, because if I show my green card, it's
So good!
It's
I'm
so
so
perfect.
happy!
It's magic.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
because I have a green screen behind me and they
A
don't.
wild
card.
card.
It's the wild card. Yeah, this is what I can flash to be like, you're going into the portal.
Oh, and then you could, extend your arm so it covers
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I can Inspector Gadget it.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
We just have to like keep passing it down the line to get it up to the camera.
Did you spend experience?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. Everyone's not here.
Pass.
Run, run,
I
run!
will remind you that you earned 1 experience for Biff Day.
Oh yeah. Wait, we did earn an experience.
I gave Liz 3 experience for Biff Day,
Yeah.
but she had to share.
so we each got one.
Each got one.
That's
Okay.
so sweet.
You got one bonus XP.
Cool.
And Biff Day is not birthday. Do not start wishing Liz a happy birthday, but these are Biff Day.
Okay.
That was a whole chat. You were there for it.
It's a free XP, so
I clearly missed it.
Just take the fucking
I
experience
go,
and
run.
run.
I got it. Oh, that chat. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That was Bob.
You lose.
I do.
I think you have to
I've
give
always
that
lost
back
at this
to head
game.
and over. I know.
There's no winning and losing
No
here.
XP spent.
No, me neither. But I'll buy something very exciting next week. I can't promise.
I should be able to afford something next week, so.
Ooh, clap. Thank you, Wolfpack.
Thank you, welcome.
Oh, thanks, Dio.
Where can we find on Twitter? It's right below you.
All of the ats are our Twitter handles.
Yes, they are Twitter handles.
Yes.
Please feel free to follow us. We are active
Yeah.
and have very particular profiles online, I would say.
So we had ourselves a special episode. We had a 5-hour episode last session.
Mini marathon.
It was a mini marathon to commemorate our 100.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
what the hell happened?
So we started off with the Bachelor-Bachelorette parties, which started separately. And there was Brahm and his group, and then there was his wife-to-be Kyoko and her group. And so Patches and Sophia were there with her, as well as Talus and Incisor. And we started the party at a paintball place
Sweet.
where we ran into Satyr that Brahm had almost picked up.
Flirted
once.
with, yes, that's right.
And so she was there. We had a good time at paintball, and then headed off to bar.
Yep. Meanwhile, Brahm was also off with his crew, his wedding party, I suppose you should say, where they did a whole bunch of awesome things as well. He got a manicure, he got a haircut, he got really creeped out by Dr. Saley. They went up on the mountain, Nerf fight. He got
Dr.
really
Saley.
creeped out by Dr. Saley. But then joined these guys up at a bar as well.
Yeah. We didn't kidnap, but we invited the bartender from the bar to join us. And then, thanks to some help from Zeron, Brahm's best man, we traveled to Ibiza by way of Wayfair.
Absolutely insane. It's a real
and,
party there, apparently.
Yeah.
I think we did a bunch of E.
Yeah. We all did drugs. Apparently, this is not a standard part of our game, but
That is
we
correct.
took a pill in Ibiza.
Yep.
I will remind you, of course,
Yeah.
that your bachelor party was planned by someone of House Fiona.
Right. Yep.
So,
And it was, of course, as pointed out, and this is an important detail, it took place on Samhain, the Changeling holiday, which has, where people indulge their unseelie side, and more specifically, Changelings cannot remember the events of the night at a certain point. After a certain point, rather.
Yeah.
So, after splashing around in the waves, having a lot of fun, sexy times, and dancing and ravaging, we all did the Samhain blackout thing. It was great. But then reawoke to find ourselves in various situations. I found myself for the third straight Samhain in the Four Seasons Hotel in Montreal. Oh, Neon, we would never.
No.
Along with my fiance and my ex-squire. In bed. I should be very clear about this. Great, thank you very much.
He had relations with his wife and his squire.
But everyone's happy about it.
he
It's
went
great.
down to the wire.
Meanwhile, Patches woke up. She had like ran into some dude at the party and woke up. He was gone, but she had.
I should have gone gonads and squife.
Wife?
Is that a game?
As in gonads and strife, except
Squife?
gonads and squife.
Yeah, I get it, but like, gross.
And so she basically has a 2020 Lamborghini, and like it's paid for being shipped to Canada, and like a safety deposit box which had a gun and some other stuff, and also 200,000 euros worth of Bitcoin, and
No.
Yeah, I think
what?
There was more than that in Bitcoin.
I have 200k euros.
in cash.
In
Oh, fuck
cash.
me.
I think the
What,
the
the
euros
Bitcoin
were
was
in
like
millions?
I think the Bitcoin was 5 mil or something.
Fuck,
No, I
I'm
actually
a whale.
did write it down.
I'm a whale.
It's absolutely insane.
5
I didn't actually
mil
write down how much it was. I'm sorry.
BTC.
Someone can remind us if it's.
I
I know, right?
have the guy's number, so it's fine. I have his name.
I
his
have the guy's
It's all
number,
good.
so it's fine.
It's all good. I shouldn't steal it.
It's okay. She's just lucky. And so, yeah, they had gone off to a race. Was their last memory.
And Lady Sophia woke up in a hostel with Incisor, also having done the deed again. But they all reunited for the actual wedding, at which two things happened, I would say, which are important. One, Lady, well, I'm just going to jump on this real
go for
quick.
it.
Countess Weyer had Brom sign a contract, or offered to have Brom sign a contract, which gave her changeling custody of his changeling sons, essentially. But she promised she would consult him, if at all possible, if they had to leave town, which seemed a little vague and awful in hindsight. And also, Brom and Kyoko got married. They said their vows and everything. Mine were written, and they were okay. Kyoko's were written, and they were beautiful.
Yours were.
They were good. No, I'm not.
That's what each partner should feel about the other person's vows, though, right?
It's true.
It's beautiful.
Oh no, mine were. Better.
Oh no, mine were better. I knew
yeah,
it.
Kyoko, I was just trying to make him feel a little better about something.
I'm also going to point out that it's Scott who writes the wonderful synopses on RPGclinic.com.
TYTY.
And Scott has danced around basically saying, and then Brom fucked his squire.
I definitely, I don't use I try to use very indirect language. It's very funny. I have a good time
to go in
writing
and
this.
edit that, make it much more direct.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, well now, yeah. No, I feel like Twitch can't handle the coolness that is Vista.
That's Instagram, never mind. Okay. I'm keeping an eye out for Liz messages. But we're here! Yeah. That was what happened last session. It's a big
Do you want to make it clear what oaths you have currently to Kyoko?
In general? Okay.
Yep.
I was like, I have a lot of oaths.
Do you want to specifically make that clear?
Hey! Thanks, Dio.
Thank you,
And
Dio.
thank you, Pook. So to speak. Yeah, I at the end here, I swore
Thank
to...
you for the tweet, Archoses.
I swore to be forever loyal, forever loving, as patient as I know how. I swear to put us at the forefront of my life. I swear to love you and protect you until my last breath, not that you need it, I believe were my words. Hello, barking.
It keeps cutting out.
Rude.
Because.
Kyoko's, for what it's worth, swore to Sophia and Patches that she will care for Brom as they do. Swore to Brom's sons that she will listen to them. Swore to Kay, Brom's deceased previous true heart, that she cannot replace her, but that she swears that she will pick up her sword. And then to Brom, swore specifically that she will be as steadfast as his honor, as supportive as his strength, and that she will walk beside him for as long as the dreaming wills.
Don't hear anything in
Killing
there
your
about
coworkers,
making-
accusing your boss of treason, sleeping with your subordinate. I mean, Gubermensch, wow, that's...
I actually have a pretty decent resume, Kung Fu Fenris. Thank you very much. I just can't seem to be employed anywhere. It's the economy. It's the economy.
the economy of you not being able to handle it.
Why don't they want this dad bod on the floor? Damn it. Actually, I'm just sorry. I'm imagining Brom working at Best Buy and just being like, "Oh, let me help you with that, ma'am," and like grabbing a 60-inch and just like over his shoulder, television, a 60-inch television. Just walking.
Any questions from either of you? Are we ready to start? I mean, we vamped as much as we could. Liz ain't here.
No,
So.
Yeah.
it's not happening. Just checking. Nope.
Oh, I've got it right here just in case it comes up.
Great, thank you. Be a stripper. Okay.
I was the one who was the most interested in board games in my house, but that didn't mean that I was the only one who played. But I still remember that there was a game that I was not allowed to play. That was in my home. A game that I wasn't allowed to even open the box and look at in one of my very rare moments where
Sorry, I was just scratching my
it
mouth.
made it look like you were trying to
I
signal
know,
to
and
me.
I was trying to give you focus and also scratch. Sorry.
One of the very few times that I actually disobeyed a direct order was in opening this box so that I could look at the contents. And it was Dream Phone. I wasn't allowed to play this game because it was designed specifically for teenaged girls, or tween girls, really, I suppose is a more accurate way of saying it, and I would have been about 7 or 8. Not exactly the target age or the target demographic for this game, but it held such fascination for me because others were allowed to play and I was not. These days, I'm an adult. I can play pretty much any game that I would want. Save for perhaps certain games like Russian roulette. Probably shouldn't touch that one. But I still remember feeling so guilty after opening the lid of that box to see what was inside. And I wanted to play it so much more at that point, even though, I mean, that game could not have been very good. I never did play it. I'll always wonder what it would have been like. But I think I don't want to play it now. If I'd played it now, I think that it would disrupt what was in my head. I think that it would be money wasted to try to find a copy of it. It would, in the end, do me more harm than good to play. But some people don't have that kind of restraint. Some people want to play even though they've been forbidden to. Some people can't resist the allure of something that everybody else has, and they don't. But it's just a silly game in the end. Just a game about finding love in all the wrong places. Scott.
Yes.
Kate. Sophia can be relied upon to be a social butterfly, so I don't think we need to worry about what she's doing right now. But I will point out that it is your wedding reception being held in the garden, and despite the fact that it is November in Montreal, which is quite cold, especially this is unseasonably cold here now. It's unseasonably cold in this room.
Yeah, the heck.
But
We have blankets.
but we are in an outdoor space that is well warmed. There's little bonfires dotting the area in the garden on the outside of the freehold, but that they're putting forward a bit more warmth than they should, even though it's not too warm to approach them. It's just that it's spreading further, radiating that infrared heat elsewhere outwards, and there are lights strung up, of course. The pond currently has little floating islets going across with little tiny flames, and somebody has cast a cantrip around, so fireflies are currently flickering around in the area, which is promoting a sense of merriment. Your officiant, Duke Granville, is also playing a very good job at, shaking hands and greeting people, and even the even a few people who said that they weren't going to stay have lingered just a little bit in order to greet you. And greet you. As we had previously made clear, and as I'm sure that anybody who's just started to watch us might kind of drop their mouths at, High Queen Lenore has still, lingered, even though she said that she wouldn't. Fairlith as well. Lenore did compliment you on Loom and gave you a gift, if you remember.
Yes.
A gift? I don't.
I feel like I took a note of it. I would have, but
What was it?
can you refresh my memory?
No.
I'm trying to
I
find
believe
which
it was a
session I
patch.
did that.
Uh,
Did I put it in my items?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know either. so
No,
sorry.
I don't have it in my items.
But that sounds right.
Why don't I have
That she provided you with like that
She made something on
used
the
on the
loom.
loom, and it was like a
Oh, Scott, you picked the same theme as another fucking stream at this point? I've been doing this for 101 episodes.
shit. But that's rough.
Maybe we were first, I don't know.
that?
Yeah. To go back like a year and a half and let me know. 2 years. Oh crap. Anyway. It was definitely a patch that she had made. I don't remember what it said.
Parking seal, it's fine. You can. We're not that uptight around links.
Yeah.
For what it's worth,
Mm-hmm.
well, 5 years. Well, shit. We've
That's
only
on
been
me
going.
then.
We've only been
Yeah.
going for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 and a bit. 3, almost 4.
All
Yeah,
both
all of
games
our-
together. Yeah.
Over 4. It'll be 4 in January. 5 in January?
No.
4
no,
in
4
January.
in January.
4 in January. Yeah.
Just 4, eh?
Yeah.
Sometimes it seems longer. Sometimes it seems less long. Everyone are free. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people here, even a couple of people who may not be immediately recognizable to you. Perhaps they're +1s.
Mystery. Okay. You mentioned last time that High Queen Lenore, yeah, she said she wasn't planning on sticking around. She is. This is great news. But that she was essentially going unnoticed. Is it like do I recognize her? Is it possible she's employing some sort of cantrip so that people don't kind of mob her, so to speak? or
Lenore
is it not
isn't
clear?
hasn't had the time to do a nationwide tour yet.
Oh, shit.
So if people know what she looks like, that's one thing. She's also not showing. She's not showing up. Oh, and she's wearing a
Oh
crown,
yeah, or whatever.
and,
Yeah, that's fair.
and she's carrying Caliburn in her right hand.
Damn.
No, she's kind of going a little bit more incognito, as it were. So there are some people who may recognize the fact that the High Queen is there, and that she has a couple of people that are protecting her. 7 is with her as well.
Nice.
But
I like that.
no, and also people here seem to be having enough decorum to, if they do recognize her, not be like, "Oh my God, it's High Queen
Holy
Lenore."
shit, yeah. Yo, do something queenie. I'm going to, if Kyoko is not otherwise engaged, har.
She's not engaged anymore.
I'm going to take her by the hand and lead her
She
over
wifed
to
that
the
shit.
High Queen Lenore. Good for her.
Yeah.
She put a ring on it.
Yeah.
We've got to lock this shit down. I'll lead her over to High Queen Lenore. If she's
Lenore's +1, if she has a +1, is 7,
I
but
give up.
he's her escort, not really her date. Tony Hawk syndrome. Oh, Kujutsu. Never change. Never. Well, actually, yeah, change. Don't stay in the hospital. Go home.
yeah, that's a good change. But yeah, I'm just going to sort of I'm going to thank her for coming. Your Majesty.
Sir.
It is truly an honor for you to accept this invitation. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. I'm not trying to get my voice to carry,
Hey!
Hi, Queen Lenore. I am so. Yeah.
It was a lovely service. congratulations to both you and your bride. And she looks around, and Kyoko is still sort of greeting people as they're coming in. You know, the harshest thing about weddings is that often, you know, it's not really your party, it's everyone else's party.
You don't get to sit together.
No, you basically are working.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You gotta work.
W-E-R-K.
You want a Maserati?
No?
You gotta work, bitch. It's okay, Patches doesn't want a Maserati. She's got a Lambo.
Perhaps
Those
I
are
could take it out for a spin.
Really, really, make a lot of sense to have in Montreal with our super perfect holeless roads.
Have you considered an
And our
application of a
noise.
cantrip to make the potholes go away?
I mean, I could just get lifted.
Oh, shit!
I'm relatively sure that if you lifted a Lamborghini, the automakers would find you and just be like, no, we're taking this car back.
I'm sorry, you don't deserve this.
We know.
How are things at Taranar? Have they settled down somewhat since the unfortunate incidents that we had to be party to?
You mean the death of my father?
Yes, but also well, you handled it incredibly well, but House Gwydion's shake-up, if I'm being diplomatic. His name.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's undiplomatic of you.
Well, I certainly hope that everything is well. If there's anything we can do for you here, you need only ask.
I know that I can call upon you if I have to, but I'm hoping that won't be the case. You've
I as
more than
well.
enough trouble to worry about now. You're married.
Well, I certainly have enough companions to hopefully at least someone can keep me out of trouble. That was a joke. Your Majesty.
Of course.
Have you had a chance to speak with de Granville of late?
No, I'm hoping that I get a chance to speak with him before I leave.
Perhaps I can find him for you.
Let him greet the others who are here. This is your party, not his, not mine.
Understood.
I'll stay for an extra day if I have to.
I'll make sure he's aware at least. Again, thank you. I look forward to being able to serve Taranar as a companion of the Golden Braid.
Of course.
Well, I think it's high time.
And remember that she's like an older teenager, right?
Yeah.
Like she's not. She's not. Does not appear to be very old.
Yeah, I'm sure she has a bucket load of etiquette, but she is still.
It's like one.
I didn't learn good.
Hey, I'm the queen.
You have etiquette 5 when you're the queen. Everyone else has to do what you say.
It's true. Wait. Well, I'm sure I've bored you long enough. I'm going to go see if perhaps we can get some dancing started.
So soon before we eat.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
Work up an appetite.
Perhaps.
Claude, by the way, has, despite the fact that he promised that he would not,
He sure did.
he did not promise, he said he wouldn't,
Uh-huh.
but he has
Yeah.
broken off from his groomsman duties and is now thoroughly ensconced in making sure that everyone is fed. He did not prepare the food, but now he is adjusting it in order to make sure that it is perfect, ensuring that it's served properly, along with any drink that anyone could possibly think of, including a zombie, which contains rum.
As we have now learned. Well, I'll take my leave of the High Queen and bow myself out gracefully. I'm gonna go and try to not so rudely interrupt Kyoko from whoever she's talking to.
She's talking to Patches.
Oh shit! Awesome. Well then, I'll make my way over very slowly.
I didn't go overboard, did I?
No. I think you did very, very well. I think you can be proud of yourself today, proud of this evening, and the rest of it is for you. Your responsibilities are over in terms of hosting, though I'm sure everyone's going to want to talk to you.
I'm certain I don't have any other responsibilities now. That's not the sort of thing that happens when you get married.
No.
Everything's smooth sailing from now on.
Oh, well, you knew what you were getting into when you signed up for it, so.
A functional amount of permanence is really what's needed to solve all of the world's
Look,
problems.
you needed to put a ring on it, so you did. You're done. Job's done.
A lot of good putting a ring on it will do.
Unclear pronoun. Are we we're playing the pronoun game? What? Oh goodness gracious.
Is there anything that you want from this evening that I can make happen?
I'd like to hear that you had a good time.
I can arrange that.
At this point, you can bust yourself in.
So I Kool-Aid Man myself into.
Oh yeah!
Like I just smash through whatever's nearby. Not a person, ideally. Oh, good, you're still here. The joke. So like I attempt the joke, and it just kind of nothing happens, and so I just kind of wait for a second. Okay. Oh my God. Kyoko. I'd rather not leave your side tonight if I can help it.
Oh, it's up to us now.
Well, I know we can cover twice as much ground if it's just the two of us. But I think it would be... Oh, bye, Patches.
It's discussion between husband and wife. I'm like, okay,
Oh, God.
bye.
Oh, this is private.
From
Oh.
now on, that's how it's going to
Yeah.
be.
Well, no, but it's the wedding.
That's true. It could be anything, really.
Yeah, you'd be like, Kyoko, I would like you to wear the...
Bunny costume.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you want me to wear the bunny costume?
No, I didn't say that. It's not necessary.
I could get cufflinks and cuffs with no sleeves. Essentially wearing a bathing suit.
Right. That won't be necessary, I don't think.
It's because I don't have a cottontail, isn't it?
Bless you.
Ugh, excuse me. I must be allergic to all these people. No, I'm good, thank you. I think you look stunning just the way you are now.
Well, that would be disappointing.
Disappointing. You're meant to look breathtaking. I'm sorry, I must have used the wrong.
Just tell me that you're not going to say something stupid like, this is the best day of our lives.
I immediately crumple up something that I had in my pocket, but I say nothing else. I would not do that. Although, for the record, I think this is definitely one of the best days of my life. But that's not... If it's
You're
stupid,
allowed to
so
say
be
that
it.
it's one of the best days of your life so far.
Ah.
But you're not allowed to say that this is the happiest day of your life.
It's true, anything could happen. Anything could happen tonight, tomorrow, this week, this year, or what's left of it. You really are quite something, Kyoko. And you make me very happy and very proud to be able to stand here with you.
Well, then I am a lucky person.
It was suggested to me that perhaps dinner would be served soon, but I don't know if there was an order to these things.
Sophia's created an entire order. It's entirely outside of our hands.
Oh, all right. So I try to shush people around me a little bit. Not Kyoko, obviously.
Why are... They're trying to make you kiss me.
That was the speech thing, yeah.
I mean, after, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, if she's all right with it, I will, with my trademark dramatic flair, I will dip her and kiss her.
Accidentally trip, crush her to
Crush
death.
her to death.
No, she has the luck machine activated to her.
Oh, that's right.
She's good.
I remember, yeah,
You'll
you...
crush yourself to death, but not her.
That wouldn't be very lucky for her. Like, oh, the day I got married,
You'll
my
crush
husband
Cog to
died.
death.
Oh my god, that's even worse! Skag 2.0, I just fucking step on it. Oh no. Will I?
Patches,
Hi.
I want you to roll me your perception. Empathy.
Not injured,
basically.
so I
Yeah.
actually have some dice to this. 1 success.
Nice.
You notice where the High Queen Lenora is, and she is in a corner. She's holding a drink that she is occasionally sipping from, and she's smiling and laughing very lightly while in conversation with Cog.
That's really sweet.
Might need a rescue. Patches is just gonna leave it at the drink, this for now. But
She got something to say maybe later.
yeah, there may be a speech.
Speech.
So she's gonna go over and check in on Cog and the High Queen.
Oh, hi, Patches. Hi.
Hi, Cog.
Hi. How's it going?
Majesty.
Yeah, Majesty would be the correct proper term for the High Queen.
Excuse me.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
Patches.
How are you two enjoying the reception thus far?
Well, the reception is marvelous. I honestly never tire of seeing how they managed to reinvent this place.
I think it's one of the things Sophia loves most about this place is the garden. And I think it's an interesting window into who Sister really is.
Brahm,
Yes,
could you roll me perception empathy, please?
I can do this. Cool. This I can do for you. Incognito conversation. I 2 successes.
Okay. So you also notice that this conversation happening around here.
But that Patches is...
Yeah, Patches is here. She's
All right. I'll,
So,
keep an eye on it.
Lady Sophia has always been very kind.
I suppose, have you heard that the High Queen is a maker as well?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You can just say yes.
She's was telling me that you made her a loom. Queen smiles a little bit. This small giggle.
Are there any projects that you're currently working on?
Oh, I'm still working on Skag.
But I love that he didn't understand that.
That's great. Just like look right at Lenore and he's like,
She's-
well, actually...
she's being calm and
Yeah.
patient and letting
Yeah.
us. We're working on some artificial intelligence applications for it with my friend.
Would that be Karen or another friend? Is Karen here tonight?
No,
You were allowed a +1. You can text her.
she
Skag doesn't
Oh, okay.
count. Skag doesn't count.
she couldn't come.
All right. Her loss.
Indeed.
Okay, Cog.
No, we're preparing for the first tour, so I haven't had a chance to look over any work as of yet, but hopefully soon.
Please, for your own sake, make time in your schedule for what you need to feed yourself.
You know, she's right. If you let go of your creativity, then you don't have anything.
Yes, fucking guy.
Cock, where do you work on Skag? Oh, mostly at home. But Skag, what was the ring bearer for the ceremony? Well, that was yours. Yeah. It wasn't hard to Hey, Patches.
Yeah.
I think Brahm's waving at you.
I feel like Brahm is literally just standing perfectly still in some sort of T-pose or something, just like on the side, just like
T-pose.
Sorry, not funny. Okay.
All right, I'll go check in on him. He is the groom. This is his and Kyoko's day. Enjoy the party. You can find me if you need me.
Bye.
Like, take your arm out of T-pose, put it down.
Oh, thank goodness. Sorry, I zoned out for a second
you're,
there.
in your emergency pose.
Yes.
What's up?
Well, it must have been an emergency, I suppose. Nothing. All's well. Actually, Patches, I was just thinking. I know Sophia's scheduled the whole evening, probably down to the minute, but I'd like to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it'd be really fun to. So I'm going to outline what I consider a bit of a harebrained scheme for the evening. I would like to, at some point, announce a challenge for the.
Sealy.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're saying change is good.
Interesting.
Okay, sorry, go on.
I didn't say not death before dishonor. Nothing would make me happier at my wedding than to see some
Bloodshed.
friendly
Essentially.
competition.
Bloodshed.
No, I didn't say that. I would like to, at some point, instruct the guests to be ready for any and all comers to compete in a art challenge, a challenge of mental stamina. So creativity, mind, and body, I guess, would be. I mean, strength seems a little like. Cheaty.
Body is all.
I'm not
Yeah.
participating, so
Yeah.
so strength as well. 3 challenges this evening.
So repeat those 3.
Artistic ability or creativity,
Okay.
mental stamina and fortitude,
Okay.
and strength, physical strength.
So you're throwing that out you're throwing out the creative thing while Sophia is not here.
Well,
No, well,
I mean, we can just say she wins.
I'm what I
I'm
am
not saying that.
what I am suggesting is that I'd like to throw this out at some point in the evening, but that if it's not possible, because maybe Sophia's not here.
Would you
then
have
maybe-
told Sophia about this before the wedding?
Yes, except that I'm only thinking of it now, honestly.
Yeah,
so
that's
no.
fine. But
so no.
would you have told her? No, I
Oh,
I
like
can
if I had had
appreciate
the idea earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, sure.
Okay, so then it would have been scheduled in.
All right,
That's
great.
Say
fine.
that, we're not viable entrants, so that way Sophia can't win.
Perfect. Or whatever. Makes sense. Nothing would make me happier. Well, not nothing, but you know.
Fight for my entertainment, of course, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I will be the Joaquin Phoenix.
No, nothing would make me happier than for this thing to work.
Yeah.
So you keep talking.
All right,
I'm going to
we will continue
reboot
to
it.
talk. So my thoughts, although we'll see if the storyteller likes this idea as well.
Uh-oh.
Well, so physical strength
Uh-huh.
will. Oh no, physical strength would have to be like. I think physical strength should be something dance related because I think that'd be very funny. Well, not funny, but like entertaining. So instead
Like
of
doing lifts or something?
yeah, exactly. Some sort of choreographed.
Do you even lift?
Bro.
And it's like lifting,
Okay, so Act 3 will be called
The
Do You
Shed.
Even Lift? Yeah,
what?
the shed.
The shed that we store all the,
Oh!
the
Bodies.
Beltane
Right. Good.
shacks in. Shed full of Beltane shacks.
We put the
We
shacks
collapse them
in the shed.
and we stack them because they're made out of the risers that we also use to
That's
do
right.
penance.
That's right. It's penance.
Reduce,
Wow.
reuse, recycle.
This is what I love. So
It's the Sealy way.
the strength is a
Sealy way.
dancing challenge. Mental fortitude is going to have to be some sort of focus challenge. So perhaps people will attempt to compose their. People will attempt to create their. No, that doesn't make sense.
Staring contest.
Well, it's just they're gonna be like they have to be annoyed by somebody whilst they're attempting to do something.
So you want
With
people to
mental
be
fortitude.
annoyed at your wedding?
No, like for entertainment's sake.
Okay.
It's my wedding. It's my wedding.
So wait. So the first one is strength, and that one is.
The strength challenge will be a choreographed dance number, so people can have the time that they would like to prepare, and then to show off their strength, they must dance. Involving
Okay.
lifts and stuff, yeah.
Involving. Oh, so now it's dancing, but also lifting.
Oh my god, he's so mad! You should all know I'm throwing this
I
out
just want to
there.
understand what the fuck you're trying to do.
This isn't totally new. It's very simple, John. It's a 3 rounds of challenge.
3 rounds. Oh, so now it's not just individual challenges. Now it's 3 rounds, and there'll be an ultimate winner.
And what's the art?
Of your
What's the
wedding?
art, Brom? What's the art?
The artistic challenge would be painting. We have painting supplies.
Yeah.
So you get a small canvas, and you can create any object that you wish.
Cool. Okay, so you've currently just basically ensured that your best man won a contest. What's next?
Oh, rip. That's true. No, not necessarily. He's a great painter. Don't get me wrong, but maybe someone else will paint something more pleasing. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, Scott.
What are the prizes for this?
Look,
Is
we
it-
didn't think this through. Okay.
No, but like legitimately, it could just be like the prizes, knowing that you won, and that's enough.
Bragging rights.
Do we have loot bags?
Oh yeah, yeah. Your
Oh,
wedding's got
shit.
loot bags. They've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the outside.
I have to forget that Scott isn't Brom. Do you know what I mean? We got to separate these a bit more.
Boom.
No, it is for the entertainment of the bride and the groom, and therefore the prize is their
Them
applause
for one night.
Them for one
Like,
night. Yeah, they rent themselves out by the hour.
I mean, okay. So we have painting,
Yeah,
dancing that also somehow involves lifting.
you're lifting each other. Yeah, exactly.
And what's the last one?
Focus
Yeah, it
versus
was
distraction.
Mental fortitude. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna suggest. Loot bags. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay. Unless you have a proposal.
Nope.
Do you have a thought? No.
Nope.
Okay. I thought you were putting your. Okay.
I mean, once you're done.
Okay. I'm going to suggest that the focus challenge is having to, not run, but walk out all of the letters of the alphabet. So sort of to trace them on the lawn
Okay.
as you walk around, whilst you are being not assaulted by, but whilst you are being blocked by all of the younger people at the wedding. So all of the kids and the teenagers get to try to get underfoot and disrupt you from doing so.
And how do you win?
You win by being the first to complete
The alphabet.
all of the letters of the alphabet.
And who's judging this?
Me and Kyoko.
Yeah, the Lord
And
and, the
Patches and
Lady
Sophia.
up on their high fucking. I'm gonna apparently really quickly throw together.
Like a plinth?
Yeah. You know, our hunting blind that we happen to already.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
I'll
Also,
just,
yes, Kung Fu
A
Fighting.
hunting blind in a garden?
Yeah, I'm lying. No, I'll pull shit out of the shed from Pennins, where we put the Duke
The
to
tents.
sit to judge the various things.
Oh, yeah.
So throw that together. All right,
Look, I like making things
dinner
happen.
served.
Oh, great. Oh,
Once people are eating,
okay. Oh, okay.
to the couple of the hour, of the evening, of the year.
Oh.
You've overcome great odds, great challenges. Now it's time for us to do the same. fellow party people, tonight we fight. Sir Brahm has asked that we compete for the pleasure of he and his wife. Got 3 challenges for 3 facets.
I'm glad I was consulted in all of this.
We have focus,
Rather, I have.
where you will have to complete a task despite many distractions and barriers, much like these two have overcome many obstacles in the many years of their knowing each other. There will be a competition of creativity. And there will be Patches, 1 charisma, yeah! And there will be a competition of strength that involves dancing the way the 2 of them have, through their individual strengths, pulled towards each other through the mire, through the obstacles, through everything that sought to keep them apart, be it time, distance, others.
Strange demons in one's head. Brahm mutters to nobody in particular.
Members of the Golden Braid, companions of the Golden Braid,
Thank you.
denizens of the Spark, guests, +1s.
What are they
Also,
not
also guests, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
yeah. Patches, 1 charisma.
No, it's good. I like it.
Here's the start of a hell of a party. To Brahm and Kyoko.
I stand with
To
my...
Brahman, go.
Yeah, Brahm and Kyoko.
Don't fuck it up, Brahm.
It's about as sincere as I think I'm going to get. This is... Thank you. And I run over and give Patches a hug. Oh.
No.
Oh, whoa! Okay. All right.
4 ribs crack.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay, well. Do you need Dr. Saley or...
I'm good.
Dang it! No!
I mean, it is the best advice ever. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
It's very true. Very, very true.
All right. Well, these competitions kind of go on. Now, I guess, are you participating in any of these patches?
No.
Nope. So it's
Yeah.
just making work for me. All right.
Well,
Let's
hang
go.
on.
You can. I mean,
I don't feel that I should, but I'm happy to. Actually, because dancing, I feel like is less.
strong.
It's less like, oh, he's the
Etiquette
strongest
would
guy here,
demand
whatever.
that if you have decided
Yeah,
to
that's
hold
true.
a competition, you're not allowed to participate in it. That's kind of gauche.
I would go back
On
what
my
I said.
wedding, I just wanted to find out if anyone could beat me at this, but it turns out you can't. Haha,
Because
I
it's
am
my
the
wedding.
best.
Yeah.
Can I get a point of willpower for that? I will go back on what I said before,
Mm-hmm.
Patches. I feel like if you would like to participate in any of the 3 competitions, you should.
Not a painter.
Okay?
I'm not super strong.
Maybe you're a good dancer.
I do actually have concentration as a merit, so.
6 dots in dance.
You have concentration as a merit?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since forever.
Oh my god! Okay, well,
Why she's good at doing things under pressure.
Yeah.
You know, one like you.
I think
Hey.
there was a certain amount of pressure while Kyoko was
How many wives have
watching.
you lost today?
today? So, yes.
So you're going to attempt the
Focus.
focus one? All right. So you said that the people who are supposed to interfere with them are like the youth?
Well, yeah, I think anyone who is young or young at heart who would like to participate.
Childlings.
So that would be Aiden and Gus if they so choose. That would be Cog if he so chooses, and Skag. Anyone else who feels like they want to sort of fuck shit up.
So the following people choose to participate in trying to mess other people up. Your sons
Okay.
will do so. Aiden is particularly enthusiastic about this
I'd like to
particular
hear.
task.
Good.
And no. Skag and Little One.
Excellent.
Oh, I lose.
Cog declines.
Okay. Scythe just like.
Or do I win because I know how to deal with Little One, or do I lose because Little One's so cute?
So I'll let you
Find
say
out.
if you have any particular strategy that you want to use right now. Patches, now's the time, and it'll determine your difficulty.
I'm going to start singing the alphabet really loudly and obnoxiously. And I'm going to have my elbows out, and I'm not going to be afraid to shove. Real fucking hard.
Oh, she's throwing bows.
Like,
Apostrophe bows. I like it.
you're going to the ground if you come at me, bro. And I will.
You're gonna drop bows.
That's my son. That's no moon. That's my son.
Get used to it.
Hello, Patches. My father says that you're.
A, B, C, D, E,
Snap.
F,
Ah!
G. I'm fucking walking. Get out my way.
All right. So I'm gonna roll a die.
Yeah.
If it's a 1, it's gonna be Aiden. 2, it's gonna be Gus. 3, it'll be Skag, and 4, it'll be Little One, who will be trying to interfere with you.
Okay.
It's Aiden.
All right.
Not only is Aiden the one who's trying to interfere with you, but the other people who you are competing against at
Yep.
this point in time are Helena, and let's see who else is there. Helena is going to compete against you, and we'll say that what was her name? Audrey? The Boggin who's in
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. From Heart's Light.
yeah, from Heart's Light.
All right, let's go with that.
So Audrey is going to be trying. I assume that you would have invited her, seeing as how you did get offered Coke by her that one time.
Yep.
I wrote Heart's Light as a catch-all.
And Saley.
Oh shit.
Fala is watching. Fala is watching from. She's kind of immediately attentive to whatever needs Brahm may have at any one point in time, but she's content to sort of watch. She has a little small smile on her face this entire time. But okay, let's see. So Saley is currently going to be interfered with by Gus.
That's really sweet. Okay.
Helena is getting Little One all up in her grill.
Well, all right, Father. I'll try to distract them for you. All right.
Oops.
You fucking
Who was the last one that I said?
Saley,
Audrey.
Audrey, Helena.
Audrey. And Audrey's got Skag.
Skag.
So go ahead and roll me.
So Cog sits out, but is
Remember that you. So let's see how good Aiden is at distracting you
Yeah.
first. Aiden is going to come up to you, and he's just going to have this low rumble in his chest,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spooksville.
and he's just going to stand in your way with his arms crossed, but he's trying to be all like red cappy.
God, he's
Yeah.
so cute. Oh man.
And he got 4 successes on his roll
Oh damn.
out of
mean-
5 dice.
I am
nice.
theoretically unaffected by any penalties, like loud noises, strobe lights, or a troll holding me upside down. But
Yep.
what am I rolling?
So you're unaffected by that. So you have a task that you have to complete.
Yep.
So as long as you focus on the task, he can't knock you off it until
Yeah.
he starts threatening something that's a bit more.
Yeah.
So he doesn't recognize that you have that kind of concentration. First, roll your willpower to see if he is in fact, has any kind of effect on you after the fact.
Yeah. Oh, after the. Oh yeah, sure.
Difficulty 6 or 7?
6.
4 successes.
Okay, well, you equaled his successes, so you're fine on that respect. But now I'm going to ask you to roll me your dexterity expression.
2 successes.
Okay,
All right.
I'll see how the others do.
Very nice.
If he starts getting really annoying, I'm going to light a cigarette and start blowing the smoke towards him. Be like,
Wow.
go away.
Wow.
Okay,
Run from
so
the cancer.
Child's lungs.
Run from the cancer.
Saley is being flummoxed.
Oh shit.
Audrey is
Flummoxed.
not doing okay. Helena, however,
She's
is-
great.
She's a member of the Golden
She
Braid.
just like fucking puts a little like
Leash. Oh.
Like a bridle around little one
But
flies.
so she has little one to deal with, who's probably the worst one to. Okay.
Unless she has lots of
So
animal kin.
as we go around, the first thing is that Gus is trying to get in the way of Saley by just moving, and he's laughing gaily at all of this,
So
and
sweet.
but then Saley just leans over at one point and just starts saying something into his ear, just a little bit quiet, and it's not quite understandable. And then he looks up and his eyes widen, and he looks right back at his dad, and then he takes a step back and she starts scraping out the letters. Helena is Helena just keeps getting knocked over by little one, which is probably not in the spirit of this competition, but little one just keeps going whoop. She just flies over a few
Little one's
meters
not so
and
little
then
anymore.
gets back up and just starts going back over this, and little one just bounds over and with her head again.
I'm gonna run a dragon to a knife fight. This is amazing.
Audrey steps on Skag and then falls down on her back, but you hear the telltale of something crunching on top of Skag Mark II.
No! Oh no!
But Patches, you are indeed the winner. You
Oh, pour one out. Oh no! Did I do this at my party?
are indeed the winner. You managed to get to Zed,
Yay.
and there's applause, and Kyoko
Clap, clap, clap,
stands up and she's enthusiastically just clapping like crazy. Roll me a quick perception craft
Ooh.
or technology, one of the two.
I've got 5 crafts and 2 technology, but you tell me which
So
is more
crafts is
relevant.
fine. Crafts.
'Kay.
7.
Is it about a mechanism?
Yes.
Cool. 4 successes.
The one of the sensors on the top of Skag has just been bent over. It's a very easy fix. You can just sort of like crunch it back into place with your
Go
hand.
pick it up, fix it, and like give it a little pat and bring it back to Cog.
Cog's not anywhere that you can see.
Is High Queen anywhere I can see?
No.
I'm gonna text Cog and be like,
Okay.
someone stepped on Skag. You might want to, let's fix, where are you?
Okay.
What if Cog
Message
kidnaps
delivered at 6:45 p.m.
What if Cog kidnaps the High Queen or some shit? Like takes her for ransom? I'm just kidding.
If he doesn't respond in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna also text Karen. Assuming I haven't. I'd be like,
Well, I'll tell you if it happens in the next 10 minutes.
okay.
See. Kyoko sufficiently rewards you by placing a laurel on top of your head.
Bless you.
Pardon me. I'm allergic to laurel. That's why she's not.
Olive?
A
Laurel's your ex, True Heart's second B. No, that's
What?
Lauren. That's
Lauren. Yeah, who's Laurel?
I don't know.
Lauren, I believe, didn't make the invite list.
Yep.
You shut her out.
I remember
Wisely.
asking my Motley mates whether there were a few awkward possible includes, and people were like, "Are you an idiot?"
No.
Like, no, you can't. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. So it was good.
Are you doing anything else in terms of this?
I
The
lobbied.
painting competition is handily won by Zeron. By
Sure.
the way.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost zero contest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although he does manage to give a couple of tips to some other people, and
nice.
and manages to stick that landing and not doing it in a patronizing, like judgy kind of like, oh yes, I'm
it's
clearly
his
better
job.
than you. But it's his job, so he's good at doing it. And for your dance,
Do you even lift?
it's McAllister.
Oh sh!
Fuck.
Oh man, that's
Yes.
amazing. Mac wins the dancing con. So, I mean, he's a satyr,
Yeah.
so that's fair.
Yeah.
Like in a few ways, I mean. But like, is he particularly impressive? Is that, or is it like a shitty field of competitors? No offense. I don't know. Is everyone bad?
What do you got to do this to me?
Babe.
I'm a good dancer. You're always trying to take my accomplishments away from me. I'll kill you. I'll kill all of you.
Okay.
No.
Now,
Lord McAllister, please. Oh,
boys,
shit.
Boys.
Yes.
I mean, Rob, you're just being provoked, but boys.
Trying to say that I can't win a competition on
What
my
is it,
own.
Count Face?
Yes, what is it you
I won your wife before you did.
That was a rage.
No, the competition for the dance one is probably the highest because people seem to know that they can dance. People like dancing.
Great.
But no, McAllister wins that one handily. 10 minutes pass and you have not heard from Cog.
Cool, I'm gonna text Karen if I have her number.
Okay.
If Cog's with you, just let me know. He ghosted.
You get an answer back
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Cog's not with me. Cog won't be with me.
Okay, I hope you're well. Thumbs up.
I dumped his ass.
Wow.
I want to. Find a waffle, an Eggo's GIF, and send it to her. And then I will
Somehow appropriate.
call Cog and hope that I can hear it.
Ring. 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 He isn't going to answer, you know. Do you just immediately hang up?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, fuck shit.
Is it Sally, Taylor, or Seven? Or
It's
someone
7.
else?
As near as you can tell, I mean, whispers sound like whispers.
I
but-
mean, yeah, but there are vocal tones under the whispers.
Oh, if it was me, you know.
That's true.
Ah.
That's true. But look, it was a very whispery whisper.
It was Brom's nipples. Snap, snap, snaps.
No.
Seven, you know where Cog is?
It's possible.
Possible?
He's indisposed.
Should I be concerned for his safety?
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna trust you on that.
Have I ever given you reason not to trust me?
That's why I'm trusting you on that. Are you leaving with the High Queen, or will you be staying for the festivities?
The High Queen will need her escort when she is chosen to leave. But I can meet you now if you wish.
We're talking.
On a telephone, yes.
Oh, he answered the phone?
Yes.
Oh, I did not get that at all. I thought, like, he fucking creeped up
No,
next
no,
to
no,
me.
no. He answered the phone.
Oh, that really changes my perception. Okay. That really changes my perception, the whole thing.
Do you want to rewind that? He won't answer the phone. No.
Why are you answering Cog's phone?
Because I took it from him.
Where?
I
What?
saw it was you calling.
Okay. What's Cog up to?
He's indisposed.
And with you?
No.
But you're there and you have his phone.
Yes.
What's going on?
He's in the middle of a private conversation, and I wanted to be sure it could not be recorded.
Is he in trouble?
I certainly hope not. Will that be all?
He has his own life. He's allowed to get into his own trouble.
I would
Just
never dream
silence
of letting-
his phone and give it back to him so he can call me if he needs me, okay?
I am afraid that I will only be able to return the phone to him when his conversation is concluded.
Okay, well then I declare you in charge of making sure he's kept alive until he gets his phone back.
He's already under my protection.
Huh. Well then, he's in good hands.
I know.
Alright. Fine. Click. How
Yes.
word stuff. dude.
Yeah, how word stuff.
I called Cog and I didn't
Seven.
understand right away that it was 7 answering on
And
the
not.
phone. I thought it was 7 next to me, but then we rewound and Cog's indisposed doing something important with a conversation that shouldn't be recorded.
Interesting.
Brom, there's a couple of people at the party who are coming up to meet you.
that's good.
Various +1s, or like Aubrey, for instance, has a boyfriend who is a mortal, who is enchanted for the evening. His name is Mitch. He really likes hockey, and
Oh, awesome.
he is very interested in what's going on here, but you get the impression that he's a little bit like, this is just like a trip that I'm taking, and tomorrow I will hopefully wake up and it will be fine, but you know, he's just enjoying himself and everything seems to be all right with that.
How do you like the
Did
hat
you,
chances?
by the way, did you invite Trevor?
Oh, Trevor.
Travis, we didn't.
Travis, sorry.
Is okay.
Travis, we did not.
Yeah,
No, I
we-
asked Incisor, and Incisor said, quote, fuck no, unquote. I seem to
Yeah.
recall.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
Travis is not there.
Unless Travis wants to bust the door down. in
No,
which
he
case, like,
does
all right.
not have any need to bust any doors down.
I like Travis.
At one point, your son approaches you.
The good one?
Oh, Goose.
Oh, good.
Gus.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's a really nice party.
Thank you. I mean, I can't really take responsibility for it, but oh,
Was it the Lady Sophia responsible?
yes, indeed. Of course.
Well, that's very kind of her.
She essentially insisted on planning this. What can I say?
It's often wise not to say no to someone with good intentions and a kind heart.
It's very wise of you, Gus. You seem to have matured overnight. Well, you've always been very mature. I shouldn't say it like that. No thanks. But, yeah. Are you feeling all right?
Of course. Why wouldn't I feel all right, Dad?
Just Gwydion sense, just reflexively.
Are you're rolling?
On my son, yes.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I'm allowed to do that, right?
Yeah, you totally would. It's not like it's a visible power. It's
Right,
not like
I'm
he'll
not-
know.
It's not like I go like meh. I don't know what his manipulation subterfuge is, but I got I got like diff 4, yeah, right. Oh no, I got 3 successes.
Yeah, he's not lying.
All right,
He's all good.
that's good. Yeah, I feel like it'd be really useful for parents to be able to know. I just, Gus, we never got a chance to talk much about.
It's all right. You've had your hands full with Aiden.
That is true, certainly, but it doesn't mean that I should neglect you at all.
No, Father, you've never neglected me.
Don't need to hear shit, little kid. I just get.
Is
So?
it true that the Lady Kyoko, she swore an oath to us?
She did. She's very serious about her oaths.
Do I need to swear one in return?
No. It's not necessary. I will say, and I will tell you, in case it is not already very apparent to you that an oath is very serious. We do not undertake them lightly. I'm sure you know this, but it is important that you experience what the weight of an oath feels like. They're not to be lightly sworn.
The Countess Ware says that that's where your strength comes from.
Indeed. Well, that and my family, but... Okay, all right. It's not working out too well in this regard. All right. How do you like the Countess Ware?
She's funny.
Funny in what way?
She says very humorous things.
Oh, I see. Funny in the normal way. Oh, I see. Gus, I'm very proud of both of you. I don't think Aiden will ever be able to hear me say that, but
I think he will. I think that the reason why Aiden was so upset wasn't because he isn't like me, but because he's not like you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Patches, where are you?
I would like to talk to Taylor if they're still around.
Yeah, Taylor is still around.
How have things been at Chateau Frontenac?
There's always an adjustment period, but I think that everything's going to work out. There's a very, very delicate piece that is settled over. Ellened is not where I thought we'd end up, but
That's fair.
we've avoided the tension of Beaumain, and she's made sure that those who are willing to act in good faith are treated fairly. I think that's worth something. And Elevator Slug just like pokes his little head out of Taylor's pocket. Of Taylor's got pockets sort of sewn into various places on their gown, and you see that the Elevator Slug's got a little monocle
Oh, fuck.
on one of his eyes. And
Oh
just
my
the
God.
little top hat.
Great to see you again as well.
He was very insistent on coming.
I'm glad to hear that as much as things have changed, they seem to be going relatively well.
I believe that gratitude is something that sometimes is very difficult to express. Everybody likes to pretend that the way that they arrived in their power was due to their own strengths. But there's no denying that for Fairylith, this is very much a silver medal. At the same time, she can do good work here. And that's worth something.
And can you do your work?
My work continues. No matter who's in charge, everyone always needs new clothes.
Good. I'm gonna ask what they think about various persons' clothing, and I feel like maybe I have a question about how a particular seam might be done on Kyoko's outfit and things like that. I wanna talk a little bit of shop, but like in a fun way with Taylor.
Kyoko is an anomaly. Brom just walks over, smashes Taylor in the face.
What the hell, man?
What?
What the hell?
Jeez, come on. Kyoko ultimately is an extremely sensual person, and at the same time, there's a shyness about her. Almost demure.
I think that's her superpower.
entirely sure if that is a superpower. I think it's just perhaps a very localized, crippling amount of self-doubt.
Oh.
But she seems to be getting over it. I'd like to think that Brahm is responsible somehow.
God, I'm bad with people. I never register the self-doubt. She's so fucking competent. She's so fucking good. She is reliable. She is outstanding.
Kyoko is often the loneliest person in a room. But it isn't a problem for her so much as it's self-inflicted. She needs to be close to people, but she often feels that they can't be there for her because she cannot tell them the truth. Brahm takes everything she says at face value. It's not difficult to see how that might be attractive for her.
He's a good man. I know that there's more than that. Someone younger, a different focus, I'd be worried. But I think she's chosen someone that, clueless as he may be at times, will do his best to treat her well.
I have no doubt.
Brahm is in the middle of holding a mug filled with ice, and he's like tipping it towards his head
And
to
it's
like
all
try to get the
stuck,
ice out, and then he
it's
goes,
still-
and it just all goes
Yes.
blonk.
Yes!
Oh, that's just in the middle of that conversation.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Sorry.
You fucking weirdos.
Yes. Good.
Brahm,
See.
anything else that you need to tell your child?
You seem to always be one step ahead of me, Gus, but I want it to be clear between us that if you ever need anything at all, you can always come to me.
Of course, Father.
Countess Ware is a wonderful person, and she is an excellent choice to be able to help you discover this fabulous world of ours. To help you learn more about the dreaming and about yourself. But she does not know you the same way that I do, or that you know yourself. And therefore, it's important that you be honest with me and with yourself if you ever need anything.
Sure.
How is your mother?
Getting ready for her own wedding.
I wish them happiness.
I know you do, Father. Leaning over the balcony, there's a troll woman that you haven't seen before. She's taking a very long drag on a cigarette and blowing the smoke out as she looks over the rest of the city. Quite handsome looking. But you have not spoken to her before.
Well, you know, as the groom, I am trying to make the rounds, certainly, to thank people for coming, so I'll head over. I'm not a smoker, so I'm not going to ask about that, definitely, but...
Can I ask you to roll me
Yes.
your... we're going to say your intelligence etiquette at a difficulty of 9.
Whoa. Whoa! I failed.
Okay. Yeah. It's fine. You don't recognize her.
Oh, that's okay. Not like the new head of House Gwydion or whatever.
No.
I don't remember her name either.
She's not wearing any house heraldry. In fact, she's dressed in quite quite a sharp-looking. Well, in a troll, it can't really be a little black dress, but it's a little black dress.
Okay, like an MBD, like a medium black.
Yeah.
Okay.
MBD.
Right. Oh, MBD. Well, I'll approach her. Good evening. I've just been thanking everyone for coming. I don't recognize you, but I thought I should do the same. Are you here with somebody?
I'm here to make sure that everything goes well.
Well, it certainly has been so far.
I'm sorry, I'm with the detail.
Ah, yes, of course. I understand. You can't say much more than that.
Well, of course I can.
Well, I'm... You're on break then, I take it.
I'm keeping an eye outside to make sure that nothing else comes in from here.
Mm-hmm.
You must be very lucky. It's not everyone who gets such illustrious guests here.
No, we're truly honored. It's really incredible.
My name's Sasha.
Sasha, it's good to meet you. I am Sobram Madston, Apquidian.
Yes, I know.
Yes. I know. Sorry.
You're very kind coming over to speak with me.
Well, I certainly want to make the rounds, and I just want to make sure that everyone is enjoying themselves. And of course, if you are thinking of security, I have no doubt that you know the history of this place and how we seem to attract strife. So it's not a bad thing to keep an eye out.
There are so many companions of the Golden Braid here. I'm sure that nothing could possibly happen.
Well,
It's on Kyoko. She'll be fine, right? We're good. The AP.
yeah.
Patches, could you just roll me a die? I'm coming back to you, Scott. I just
Oh,
need
yeah.
to get one die here.
I'll just jump over the...
2.
Okay.
Cool.
Patches, where are you?
Eating, drinking, trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be talking to next before I can, like, ghost or someone starts something that I can sort of blend into.
Well, dancing has started.
That's
Oh,
so
good.
funny. I just want to ghost props.
I'm gonna get another. I'm currently getting another drink that I'm going to down before I attempt this dancing thing and try not to fuck it up.
Okay.
Don't fuck it up.
But there could be other people that I interact with if you want.
Helena has taken up position behind the bar. This is the outside, right? This is not the
Right,
inside.
sure, yeah, but yeah.
I understand that you have such illustrious company, but clearly they're here to see you. You're a hero.
We have all done some important things these last few years.
You and the other companions of the Golden Braid.
Yes, and my motley. We have all been very
Your
busy.
motley, yes.
Many threats have faced Cross's Shadow and Concordia at large, and we have been lucky enough to be able to be somewhere where we could help.
She takes out something that looks like an old film canister and takes the butt of her cigarette and just places it in there and then caps it.
Nice. Sasha, who is with the High Queen right now?
7
Oh, good.
should be with the High Queen at the moment, and she glances back for a second. He's not in the garden.
Right. No, I just want to make sure that everything is all right. I'm a bit of a worrywart. Haha.
I don't think you need to worry about the High Queen,
No, I suppose I don't.
but it's appreciated, no matter what.
Excuse me. If you are a member of the Queen's Detail, are you of House Gwydion?
No. I'm currently of no house.
I see. You'll...
Is this a problem?
No, It's rather unusual, wouldn't you say?
To not be a member of a house.
No, to serve such a high-ranking noble.
You get hired for a job, I guess.
You must be very talented then.
Maybe. I don't know if I like to brag about that sort of thing.
You should try it sometime. Helps me sleep at night.
Penons are not my thing.
Really?
No.
What is your thing, Sasha?
Patience. Takes patience to just keep looking out here. At least it's a beautiful city. Patches, Cog comes back from the garden.
Well,
Or
In-
not, no, back into the garden.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My bag.
Lady Helena, how
Yes.
have you convinced Claude to allow you to be on that side of the bar?
Oh, Claude's busy.
And you're just gonna catch hell when he sees you? I guess you've known him.
I would be very surprised if Claude would even dare.
Oh, shit.
We've known each other a very long time. Who do you think taught him to mix drinks?
Prove it.
Yeah.
Like, put
Yeah,
put a
I call
glass
bullshit
down
on
in
this.
front
This
of
is
her.
great.
Cog just walks up to the bar, throws his elbow onto it. Can I get a Jack and Coke?
Oh.
Look, you're young, and that's probably fine. Why are you drinking right now after your important meeting?
I wasn't in an important meeting.
Bullshit. Don't have to be a Gwydion to detect that lie.
Boy. Thank you.
Sasha tilts her head. I'm coming back to you. It looks like the High Queen is ready to go. It's been good to see you. I hope I'll get a chance to speak with you again soon.
I have no doubt you will. Thank you again for attending. We appreciate all of the love and support.
Sir. She starts to head out, and she rolls her shoulders as if she's been tense, and then just continues to walk on. Yeah?
I want to see if I can spot the High Queen now.
Okay.
Because he just came back, or Seven, or both, or
Okay.
neither. Yeah. Perception.
You can see her, they're
Okay.
standing, as the door to the garden is starting
Yeah.
to close, you can see that they're standing close to the elevator. Seven is being very casual about leaning against the elevator door button, and then a couple of other changelings are starting to approach. The troll that Thrawn was talking to is one of them. And she kind of hovers outside the garden door as the doors to the elevator open and they go inside, and then it closes. Helena hands back a drink and then flicks the rim, and the colors change on the inside, going from a dark blue to a fiery red and orange.
Well, that's absolutely beautiful. What's in it?
How does it taste?
It's an exotic concoction. I'm not going to get into it here.
But
I am
Patches
not.
knows what's
I am
in
not
it.
a mixologist.
Yeah, great. Patches knows what's in it, and she's going to compliment her
tastes-
on the
it-
beautiful ratios.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
It's definitely good. It's the effect of the liquid kind of turning around is sort of like the surprise of the drink. Otherwise, it's a fine drink.
Yeah,
but like,
well,
you
it's
know,
like a tequila sunrise. Like, it's beautiful when it's actually got the gradient. So, yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
And a Jack and Coke for the young master. And he takes it. He just downs it and like. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
He's got like the really pronounced
the
Adam's
like-
apple. What a sweetheart. Oh, God.
All right, Mr. Big Boy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Mr. Big Boy.
Nothing.
You're gonna have to learn to lie if you're gonna be in such important meetings.
Is that... No.
Yes, you are. You're gonna get yourself in a lot of shit if you're this shitty at lying. Look, you don't have to fucking tell me, but you gotta learn how to fucking lie if you don't want to tell me.
Hey. I mean, look, I don't sniff your Clart. Why do you have to get all up in mine?
Because you disappeared and I was worried about you.
It's a wedding!
You didn't go off to have sex, so
he-
I needed to make sure you were alive, okay?
The color just drains from his face. I mean, he's already pretty pale. so-
Right, sure. So more though.
Little rosy cheeks disappear, yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking disappeared, along with the High Queen. Either you were off having an important conversation, or someone fucking went at her and you were next to her and you were collateral damage. Unfortunately, you've gotten mixed up with some...
He leans in close, and he just says, "Look, it's fine."
I'm like, did he have sex? Did I miss something?
Okay, roll me your perception and empathy.
It's gotta be for sympathy,
So
man.
if I suck, that's what I'm going to assume.
Difficulty is 5.
Great, 4 successes, because apparently this is a really important role to me.
Well, you know him very well. I
Yeah,
guess,
I guess so.
His hair's a little out of place. One of his buttons is
Oh,
done in the wrong hole. He's
The Queen is his age, but like, oh my god! Denor! What
Yeah,
the
we
fuck?
gotta have a chat.
he's acting with a little bit more swagger
Yeah,
than he should.
I noticed the fucking swagger. Holy fucking...
I love the idea that he's like a total playa.
Look.
You want to come up and see my workshop? No, not that one.
And he, the thing is,
Damn, Parking Seal.
he also, there's a smell.
Wait, say. Wait, say. I'm gonna just really quickly fix the buttons.
Hey! Shit.
You really, really, really need to learn how to lie if that's what's going on.
Look, nothing happened.
Yes, nothing happened, absolutely. Learn to fucking lie.
Helena just takes one look at him, one look at you, and she just starts laughing. Seven's going to have an absolute fit. Or else he's covering for him quite well.
I'm sure there are YouTube videos out there, but
Not of that.
You're like, what?
Cog,
Yeah.
we get into dangerous shit and dangerous situations, and sometimes the safest way out is to talk your way out.
Okay.
So you gotta learn to talk your way out.
Oh, who's gonna teach me? You?
No.
Helena's just like smiling wider and wider and wider. Another
right,
Jack
kid.
and Coke for the young master.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait for her to pour in. I'm gonna cheers and be I'm gonna just fucking walk away.
absolutely
It's
insane.
fuck this, and I'm gonna go join
So
the dance.
there's a part of him that's so disappointed that you're not, high-fiving him or, but, what does he expect,
I
right?
cheersed him. I cheersed him before I walked away.
There's a sly smile.
And then as you start
Yeah,
walking
well,
away,
he's learning by really bad example is what's going on.
Yeah, that's
as
fair.
you start walking away, you just hear, "You absolutely certain?"
It's okay. SIP training. You cut them off when they're too schmammered.
Oh, good lord! I'm going to get him absolutely roaring.
Whatever. There are other adults around.
Were you looking at me? I'm barely an adult.
That's Patch dancing.
Totally not, but you know,
Just the robot.
really well.
Yeah.
It's becoming clear that now, like as with any good changeling party, like people are disappearing
Oh.
and then coming back.
Oh yeah.
Not the thing is, for changelings, sometimes disappearing and coming back is all about courtly love, right?
Sure.
So it's like somebody going away and holding somebody's hand and like gazing at them longingly for like 5 minutes and then like letting go and being like, but we can't, and then running off. And for some people, like in Sizer, it's because they're like, oh well, I'm not dancing, but I'm also missing the party, so I guess I'll come back, right?
Yeah.
So people are kind of filtering in and out.
Makes sense. I'm gonna, if Kyoko's not otherwise occupied, I'm gonna make a point of asking her about Sasha the troll.
Sasha?
Yes.
Who's Sasha?
Well, I thought it was a bit of a curiosity. So the troll on the High Queen's security detail, who I didn't recognize and was not.
Do you know a
noble.
lot about this High Queen security detail?
Not really. Suppose that's my question answered then. I just thought it a bit strange, wouldn't you say?
Do you need me to go and find out?
No, of course not. This is our night, and I think we should enjoy it. Unless you want to.
Not enjoy it?
Well, no, go and get some Twizzlers and sit up on the mountain, look out over the city.
You want to abandon your own party?
Well, is it lame enough for you?
She kisses you on the cheek.
Aww. Aww.
Patches a waft of jasmine from behind you is, I guess you're smoking out over the balcony?
Yeah, like
So-
I've moved away from the dance party.
Just smoking like a chimney in the dance floor.
Did you find the dancing to not be of your taste?
Just needed a moment to reflect on the fact that as a teacher, I've allowed my student to do as I say, not what I do. Was
And-
Brahm ever a good, whatever you call the person you squire to you?
Night.
Knight. Just a knight? Was he a good knight to you?
Recently.
Give me some skin, fella! So good! Sorry, obviously poor choice of words. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Just drink myself under the
Absolutely
table.
get it
Fuck
through.
everyone!
For the record, unless Brahm told anybody,
Yeah.
Kyoko certainly did not.
Oh, no.
So
I mean, I put an ad out in the paper, but like not directly. So.
I just had sex, and it felt so good, felt so good.
You know, they wrote that song.
Esquire,
about me,
let
actually.
me put my penis inside of her.
Oh no, the mods need to control us. Where are they?
Sword, slash.
Get us. John Barrel has been banned from the chat.
Do you feel like if you had to choose your greatest lesson that you ever learned from Brahm, what would it be?
That there are reasons for everything. To look beyond what someone's actions were and to find out the motivations behind them. That is important. Whether it's killing a man or loving him. Are you worried about your own charge?
I'm not a knight of some noble house. I don't belong to some companionship and service of the crown. I'm just a steward of a freehold. And yet I took some kid under my wing and he's alive, he's got all his limbs, but like, I just feel like I'm teaching him all the wrong lessons.
Is he not a marvelous example of a roboticist?
Yes, but that's not my doing. He had that all along.
Then what is it that he is failing to show?
I just worry that he'll make the mistakes that I've made.
And what would that be?
Can't.
Smoking is a dangerous habit.
Yeah, at least he hasn't done that yet.
Ah.
We think.
I don't know whether I can ask Brom where he learned to be a leader. I don't know whether that memory is in him.
But he is a leader.
He is. I don't want to believe in innate talent, really. That means that I could never learn to build something I've never built before. But I think he's a leader and I'm not. And I don't want to be a leader, but I don't want to lead someone else into trouble.
Are you worried that he's going to be into trouble?
I had the fortune of living a relatively quiet life as a Cathane for my first few years after crystallizing.
And that's all over now.
At least I was able to get my feet under me before I dove in. I worry that I'm pulling Cog too deep, too fast.
Well, I was going too deep and too fast.
Get out of here! Go!
Table flip.
Whoa!
Dice tray flip.
Yay! That was actually very funny.
I 10 points to Falador.
Falador.
Oh. I don't know what house she belongs to right now.
Gwydion?
Does she
I
still?
think so.
I don't know.
I
She
don't think she
was
left.
your squire.
It's true.
Just because she fucked you doesn't mean she's part of your goddamn.
I have a sister who insists whenever we go and visit a certain lake that she must go in 1 centimeter at a time to get perfectly acclimated before the next step into a lake that isn't quite warm enough. The problem is when it reaches her thighs, because when it touches her bathing suit, at that point the water starts to creep up too fast for her. And so sometimes she stalls and waits, and the water is only at her knees. I am always the one to jump off the dock. I get it over with. Is it so wrong for Cog to dive into this life that he is destined to lead? Would you rather stretch it out and make it difficult?
I don't want it to be difficult. I want it to be safe.
That is not up to you to decide.
He didn't enlist. None of us choose this. And he didn't choose. But he knows. He knows by now. He knows the danger. The danger has found him. If he didn't want it, I guess he would have left. Thank you.
It is in my nature to travel. I cannot resist. And that indeed sometimes makes me feel as if I am not safe. But I go. My destiny was not written when I crystallized, nor was it written when I became a squire, or when I was serving a worse master than Sir Brom.
Phrasing.
Destiny is the sort of thing that perhaps none of us get a chance to influence. But I can be thrilled at the same time as I fear. But it is my choice to take this step outside, just as it is his.
Do you know where you're headed next?
I believe I will be staying here for some time. There's more to learn.
It'll be nice to have you around.
I appreciate that. There was a time when I don't believe I would have been quite so welcome.
Well, you were serving another master.
Would you care to dance?
I'll dance with someone who helped you die. Let's dance.
So she's not like hitting on you. It's very
No,
clear
yeah.
that that's not what's
It's a
happening.
social thing.
But you know, she's just like, hey, so you know, there's smoking over a balcony
Sophia
at your
killed
motley
her? I
mate's
don't know.
wedding,
We
and then
killed her.
there's,
Yeah.
you know, like.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that anybody is trying to accomplish here at the wedding?
I wanna have sex, 'cause it feels so good.
Feels so good.
No, I'm carousing and having a good time, but I have nothing to accomplish.
Are you trying to catch the bouquet?
No.
Oh, damn.
Fuck no.
Is it one of those weddings where it gets thrown and everyone just kind of scatters from it and it just lands on the
Oh
floor?
my god. that
She's
would be
not gonna
fucking
throw one.
hilarious.
Oh, rock on. Good.
Yeah, she's not gonna throw one.
So we're not doing the garden.
She has flowers, and the flowers will be scattered around the garden. That's fine. But like, she doesn't throw one, partially because.
Yeah. So there's a few things, traditional elements of a wedding that I think we will probably not have at this one as well.
The
so
garter's
that's good.
actually made out of chocolate, so you just eat it.
Oh, rock
I
on.
don't know.
What?
I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Okay.
That's weird. It's like edible.
It's not really a traditional wedding kind of.
So are you trying to find somebody to hit on? Is that what's going on? Who are- well, do you want to have sex or not?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think that.
I don't think we're doing
We're not-
that yet.
No.
Not being juvenile, run.
I've been
Brilliant.
I've been at 2 weddings where there was a garter, and each time I've just been like, no. And I remember being pushed in, being like, catch it, and I was like, no,
No thanks.
no, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's so
was
gross.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
People have sex.
You
It's
have to
no
take it off
longer-
with your teeth, and then the DJ plays some raunchy song, and you're just like,
See, sex is no longer like some sort of forbidden thing, and it's the first time they're getting there. Like, it's not like a little icebreaker for like them getting physically close. Like, that's
Mhm.
not the world we live in these days. So, yeah, stay on the harder gay. Boom.
edible garter. Ew.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good way to like get an infection.
I just feel like you'd have like some sort of like.
Is it like a
melted-
candy necklace?
Well, okay, if it's candy necklace, I'm fucking down.
That's cute. Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm like, yeah, if it's something that could possibly melt, I feel like you just have like melted chocolate on your thigh for like 3 hours before you got around to the stupid
oh my
thing.
god.
Anyway,
That's what that would look like.
I'm
So,
thinking white
are you
Oh,
trying to
sure,
get
yeah.
laid?
Makes more sense.
yes.
Who are you trying to? Are you just like sticking your thumb out and hoping that somebody's gonna like
Wow.
come up, or
It's not my thumb, but anyway. God.
I mean, seven left.
correction? Well, no,
Yeah.
you're correct. 7 did leave, but that doesn't. But it doesn't mean that he left the city.
Oh, you know. But I want to see what Taylor's up to. And, like, obviously, this is all up to everyone's preferences. Please don't change a character's preferences just because.
What? Just so that you can get laid? When
DTF
have I
it.
ever done that?
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying. Otherwise, Granville, if Granville hasn't already scored. But,
But you want to dance with me?
you're her skills in creating beautiful garments, functional garments. I'd like to see where else your skills lie.
Oh.
Not in dancing,
Huh?
but I'm willing to try.
Patches will lead.
I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with being Patch's bench warmer.
Wow.
I also we're not exclusive.
Maybe she'll call me tonight.
I'm pretty sure that Granville can find whoever the fuck
That
he
is
wants.
true, actually.
And having been the efficient, I feel like he's warmed many a heart this evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
have.
I think he's good.
He doesn't strike me as someone
No, I
who's
just,
like,
I just
never
love this
get
impression
lucky.
that Granville's just like lying on the with his legs kicked
Yeah.
up behind him.
There's like a big framed photo of Patches on the, or like a
Yeah.
collage of photos with like a heart drawn around them. He's like,
Look, I kept him fucking captive for months. Like, I really need to set him free.
kept him fucking
Captive.
captive for months. I don't know. Maybe she'll invite me to be locked away
3
again.
hours later, it's just like a pint of ice cream
Hey,
in front of
hey,
him.
I never said it can only be one person tonight either. Gotta say, just saying. If Heartslight is feeling a little chilly later on.
So you're putting the moves on Taylor, are you?
Heartsight's still not so-
Okay. Okay. That's going to be. How are you trying to do it? You were complimenting him earlier.
Yeah,
So
I was complimenting them.
cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do my best to lead with, talking about making things and like the socials and the skills and like looking at how fine and slender their fingers are and like, I don't know, like
What do normal people say?
what Patches has one charisma. So
No,
she's
it's
like,
perfect.
how bad can I be but still possibly succeed?
We got this.
All right. Well, that's going to be charisma. It's either going to be charisma empathy, or it's going to be charisma subterfuge.
Charisma subterfuge?
I mean, subterfuge.
Interesting.
Subterfuge isn't necessarily lying, but
Right.
it can also just mean like
I have
I'm telling you the
ulterior
things that I
motives.
think you want to hear.
Subterfuge.
What?
Unless the diff was 5, I have botched
Oh,
on charisma subterfuge.
Oh no! Clap, 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 clap. We did it, everyone.
I misgender Taylor and fuck it up
Oh no.
or something.
Oh boy.
Or. He's so happy.
Oh. Where can we go? Now. Right now.
To my room in the spark.
Thank you. So, get to your room, and there's an envelope on the outside of the room. It's on the door, and there's a little wax seal on it.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
There's no handwriting. There's just a little wax seal on
What's the seal?
it. The seal is 3 letters. VII.
Oh.
It's like I'm still making my way in.
So, the thing is, as you're doing this,
Yeah.
he is just like,
I'm like,
because he's feeling very he today.
okay.
So he's going for it, but you have this letter. Are you opening it, or are you gonna?
I'm like slitting it, like knife slit open as I'm making my way into the room, and I'm like kicking some, like I'm trying to do like a quick tidy because
the classic,
yeah.
like the boots away
so
from the
Yeah.
door.
you
and
go
then-
in, and your room is spotless. More spotless than when you left it.
Glance at the letter if I can.
It just says, apologies for the quick use of your room.
Excuse me. Oh.
Crumple.
Oh,
Wastebasket.
No.
Back to Taylor.
When you slide into bed,
No.
you encounter clothing that is not your own.
Ah! I thought you cleaned up.
Is it teenage boy size or teenage girl size?
It's teenage boys. It's specifically their socks.
Oh.
Well, at least you have them
Yeah. It's true. No, it's true, actually. Like, honestly. Changeling will be right back. He left his socks. I'm just going to put that in the synopsis real quick.
Some people don't know how to clean up after themselves after they make use of someone else's Birkin room. Also throw them into the wastebasket. Yeet!
So when you try to yeet the socks, they hit Taylor in the face.
What? It doesn't make any sense.
He stood up suddenly and
They just go slap, slap, and then they like fall off. I don't know why that's so funny.
It seemed that teenagers...
Peel.
Oh, God.
Where were these headed?
Wastebasket.
And he tosses it, but because he has a specialty in textiles,
Yeah.
Oh,
they
wow.
go exactly where he wants them
very...
to go.
No, hang on. That's not how that works.
First it was Kyoko's beanbag. It's my room. I do not envy the day that Cog decides to defile Sophia's possessions.
Do we need to speak about Cog right now?
Not at all.
You're going to have a dead dog.
Oh, good. Yeah, they land perfectly folded in the wastepaper basket.
Yeah.
Are you seal? Oh my god. Absolutely ridiculous.
I can't see what Lux
So
thick. What's the
It's two socks, and then it says
Socks
thick.
and thick.
No, Lux X thick.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's socks.
yeah,
it's socks
it's a
emoji,
parent-
and then
it's
it's
a socks
a
emoji.
like text bubble that says THICC.
I'll just have to look at it some other time.
Kung Fu Fenris, he literally, there'll be a dead cock. It's just how that's gonna go. She will literally
Oh,
bring
okay.
him
It's,
alive.
yeah, right.
Unless she is the one.
Damn, you're right.
Lux.
Crap,
Look,
I
he
should ask
punches up.
Liz about that. Yeah, clearly. It's true. He punches.
Brom,
Yep.
anything that you wanted to take care of? Or did you want to
Can
botch
I have
on
sex with
trying
a
to-
monarch? Like,
You
kidding.
can try.
No, we're good. I was just joking around. Ding dong. Wedding night? No, I'm going to. Well, look, we're going to close out our own party. Yeah. No, we're going to close out the party, and you know, when possible, we're going to go to bed. Actually, no, I am going to discuss something with the Lady Kyoko.
Oh, you want to speak with me on the day of our nuptials?
Yes, on the day of our wedding. Just because I don't talk to you every 20 seconds doesn't mean I don't want to. Damn
What
it.
is it, Brom?
I have something I must admit to you. Seeing as how I have not been able to find regular mortal employment as of late, and because the mysterious benefactor who would reward me for my nightly services also never materialized.
I thought she did.
I meant that financially, I am currently unable to provide you with the honeymoon that I believe we deserve. But I have alternatives. There are places we can go.
Would you like to remove your foot from your mouth now or later?
No, now is a good time for me.
You understand that I'm independently wealthy,
Yes.
that I hold several patents.
I'm not sure what they all are. We've never really discussed that.
No, we haven't. But it means that at the moment, if your job is daring do, I don't think you need to worry.
It is in my nature to want to provide. You know this.
Well, that seems fair, if misguided.
Misguided.
Do you not provide already?
No, of course I do. Simply believe that at my core, I hope to always provide more. That is all.
Do you not provide me with warmth
Yes.
at night
Yes.
when it's cold?
Often.
Do you not provide me with a gravity well for me to tumble into?
Only if that's what you desire.
Do you not provide me with a feeling of security and safety?
I hope so.
Must it also be money?
No. It's not. It doesn't need to be.
I did not think it should. One day, maybe, you'll swing Whisper and you'll hit the ground and oil will spring up and you'll all of a sudden be much, much more wealthy than I am. And then you'll be able to pay for more than just my crippling electronics addiction. And then you can be the provider. But until then, if you provide me with what I need, then I will provide what we need.
Well, then instead of asking where you'd like to go in the future, perhaps I should ask where you would like to go right now. What can I provide you with at this moment?
I believe I'm going to close this wedding out. I don't like disappearing before the other guests have finished. After all, if everybody wants a chance to dance with the bride, then they should get a chance to dance with the bride.
I'm not so bad myself, you know.
Well, I'm sorry, did you not get a chance to dance with me? Have I been neglecting you all this time?
No, not at all. I just hope that someone asks me to dance too.
Do you think that others won't?
I don't
Patches
know.
will dance with you, but she's gone. I don't know where. I didn't see her leave, nor who she left with.
Are you sure?
No.
Let's close out the party then.
Of the companions of the Golden Braid who remain at this point, I think it's just Helena.
Oh, damn.
Fala is still here. I don't know where Sophia is.
She could have been anywhere.
Sophia and Zeron have
Big shrug.
magically disappeared after the art competition.
But you two can have a conversation for a second.
Sure. I like to think actually Sophia was kidnapped by another vampire. That didn't.
You're D.
They're all.
Yeah.
They're all.
If
they're all
you
dead.
don't hear John super loud, then he's good.
Yep.
If you do, then yell at us and we'll do something. I'm always so concerned that, like,
Oh
when I mute myself and walk away, I'm like, it's me, right? Doop,
Yeah.
doop,
I
doop,
took.
doop.
I took my mic off, and I should have just done the mute thing.
Well,
But that
you
works
know,
too.
whatever.
So. Yeah.
The beginning of Kung Fu Fenris's freak out. So how did you lead into this conversation with Kyoko?
This conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I basically just said, like, hey, sorry, boo, don't have any money, we can't go on a honeymoon right now. And she was like, you're such a dumbass, like, I pay for everything, and I'm going to continue to do so because I love you, and this is what I'm providing to you because I can. Yes, surprisingly wholesome.
She's such a breadwinner.
I know.
She's such a badass.
She's
She's
the best.
like 10 on 10. She's like 15 on 10.
I agree. Kyoko is bae.
Kyoko's pretty fucking But that said, as Kung Fu Fenris said, just like hit me up and I can wayfare you. Or, you know, with all this fucking money, make a way for Ari.
Did you say way for
Ari?
Ari?
It's Crosshair's idea. Making a way for Ari. So he's mad that I got a Lambo because it's not a Ferrari, so I can't make a way for Ari.
Hang on, just to be clear.
So you permanently wayfare on the Ferrari
Okay.
so that, like,
So every
you can
time-
go 88 miles per hour,
Of
but instead of
course!
going back in time. I don't actually know what Crosshair's idea
No,
exactly
that's-
is, but I feel like it's that. And then instead of going back in time.
Yeah, you set a timed cantrip
Yeah.
on the car so
Yeah.
that once it
Or
hits
like-
a certain speed,
yeah.
it just can't, like, it
Yeah.
super
Casts
flashes.
Wayfarer. Put your bash.
Baller.
And boom. Thailander, where the fuck you want your goddamn
Now, of course, the
honeymoon.
car doesn't come with, though, so it just kind of has to slow to a stop.
Yep.
It'd be pretty sweet,
Yep.
honestly. Nice. Damn. What a great idea.
So where do you want to take Kyoko on her honeymoon
Uh,
if you don't ask her?
Well, so we should discuss before.
But if you don't, because she's, you know, currently finishing her last morsel of wedding cake.
Do you want to unmute
I guess I could. So that she
her
could
last
talk if she
morsel
wanted
of
to.
wedding cake? Delicious. It's probably strawberry flavored, I imagine.
Sorry, I just imagine John like suddenly spitting out his food. It's like death.
I would talk to her about it.
Cool. Hit me up. One charisma, let's be nerdy and awkward.
Claude stumbles back in.
Oh,
He,
stumbles.
well, he's a little
Sauced?
sauced.
Okay.
You know, I was always really happy for both of you.
Thank you, Claude.
You found love.
We did.
And I can think of very few people on this world who could deserve to have this sort of love more than you.
I think everybody deserves to love and be loved, Claude. Don't you?
If they want to be. I don't know if everybody wants to be.
You don't know. It's not something that we all want.
Some of us had our chance.
So that's how you feel then.
Do I need to feel differently?
No. I refuse to believe it's a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Who said it was once in a lifetime?
I'm sorry?
Who said it was once in a lifetime?
Well, if you've had your chance,
Maybe I've just found out that love's not for me. But it doesn't mean that I can't take pleasure in it being for you.
are you taking pleasure in it, Claude?
This caterer sucks. They don't suck.
No, not at all. If I hadn't so rudely asked you to be in my wedding party, what would you have done differently, Claude? Why don't you tell me about it?
You don't need to hear that from me.
No?
Look, it's the end of your wedding. Just have fun for me.
Okay.
Enjoy. She's lovely. And she's got that tail thing working for her. I'm sure that's really nice, if that's what you're into.
I will not engage with that statement, friend.
Yeah, I knew it all along.
Are you going to be all right tonight, Claude?
I'm going to drink myself absolutely stupid and charge it to your wedding. Which is being provided by the spark, so...
Okay.
need to thank me.
I'm going to. You've been a good friend and you deserve it.
What have I done? Other than support you and keep an eye on you while you were just a janitor.
You don't think that's something? You don't think that's...
I think we fucked you over. And I think we did it for all the right reasons, but who knows? It took two people who aren't even Red Branch to figure out that you deserve more than this. It took people more than your wife to figure it out.
And yet, Claude, you did what you had to do. And you continued to support me. Come here, my friend, please.
D'amour, bonne tatenaire.
Claude, I love you. I'm gonna try to embrace him in a big hug. He's much smaller than me. I'm aware of this fact. I'm gonna
Are you
try.
lifting him off the ground?
I'm not gonna be like.
You have to bend over considerably to hug him.
I am going to.
He
do that.
stands about 4 feet tall.
So sweet. I'm all the way over.
I hate you.
I don't hate you.
Make it work. Just make it work.
Every day.
At least you found someone you can trust. Yeah? He takes a step and he sloshes
Oh,
some of his drink onto the ground. That's enough for me. It's pretty clear. I should. Where's Kyoko? I'm going to give her an inappropriate kiss and go to bed.
oh boy. Not too inappropriate. She knows kung fu.
No, she doesn't.
I just kind of waggle my eyebrows, but I don't think he probably sees me, and I kind of motion him in the direction of Kyoko.
She just wears her catsuit and sneaks everywhere.
Oh my
Doesn't even know it's some kind of judo aikido bullshit. And then Kyoko's
What
like,
is
go,
happening?
Go to bed, bro. Kisses him on the cheek and just...
Oh, well,
Go
okay.
to bed, Claude.
Yeah. Here we go.
And as he starts walking away, you can see that there's just little bits of glamour just dribbling off him.
Like an excess? Or do you mean...
He's shedding it. It's not that he has too much.
Right. Oh. That's so sad.
Grumpifying? These are
Oh, he's
grumpy.
definitely a grump. Yeah, sorry, he must be a grump already. I worry about him, Kyoko. Well, there's actually many people here that I worry about, but that's besides the point.
You're a warrior.
Yes.
And a warrior. A warrior.
You're not just realizing this now.
Yes.
Good.
Do you ever wonder whether you are worrying about him because you actually care?
I do wonder that, yes. Is there an alternative?
You could understand that he knows that you care about him, and that's important. Ah, that's what I get for, like, gulping.
Slamming a bunch of cold water, yeah.
It's not water, it's vodka.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Yeah, totally.
I know that he knows, and I think it's important he'd be able to come to us if he ever needs anything, any support, anything.
It's his job to build a home for us. For all of us here at the Spark. And he wasn't very good at it until Sophia came along. That's his curse.
His curse is to not be good at something until Sophia is here.
I can understand him, of all people, getting a little melancholy around at this sort of time. Brahm is finally moving on from single life. Even though he legally only became single a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I didn't know that. There's a lot that I didn't know, obviously.
Patches, are you going to just stay in your room, or are you going to
If
kick his ass out?
No. I mean, I'm gonna see how the feeling is, and either rejoin the festivities or not, depending on how
We
things
just-
are going.
I just ask you to roll me either your appearance or your dexterity, and either athletics or performance. But you have to tell me which one you're rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Dex. I have no performance, so I'm gonna go with athletics. Dex athletics.
Difficulty is 7.
2 successes.
I'm going to point out that
Fridge.
Taylor is very flexible
Awesome.
by his very nature. He's
Ah.
quite flexible.
Sure.
Hey.
By the time you're done, it's pretty late. It's not clear, at least not clear from your bedroom, that there is a party to get back to.
Ding dong.
I might quickly, I am a bridesmaid or whatever. I might
Whatever.
excuse myself to quickly check and make sure that I haven't abandoned Kyoko to be talked at by someone that she needs saving from or whatever.
Are you doing that by leaving the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get dressed again.
Yeah.
I assume that you get dressed again.
Yeah.
Do you
And
put on any teenage boy socks?
No,
Cool. Just checking. I don't know.
those are getting thrown at him at the time that he's.
Cock's
in-
still there. He's by the bar.
So there are still people around.
There's a couple of people, but it's starting to die out. Helena is sort of being like, perhaps maybe it's time for you to call an Uber?
I'm gonna
is that what you do?
lean over and
Who are you?
lift his pant leg to look at his presumably bared ankles.
Yeah, he's just wearing his sneakers. He's he did dress up for you, but he is
Yeah.
wearing sneakers.
Yeah.
But not, he
body
didn't dress up
weight.
for you, he dressed up for you.
The cheek.
But no, he is not wearing socks.
I just do that. And I look at him.
He is too drunk to realize what you are doing right now.
No.
But, I mean, he's not, off. He's not completely blasted, but he's just like, what are you doing?
It's bad time.
No, the party's just getting in. He checks his watch and it's 2 a.m. It's just getting started. You can't go to a bar.
No. The bar's closed in an hour. They aren't gonna accept someone who is A, underage,
I can get into a bar.
B, already drunk,
I'm not.
and
I'm a
C,
little
it's
drunk.
closing time. All right, it's last call.
Closing time. One last call
Okay,
for
well at
alcohol.
least you're in touch enough to know that
So
song. So
drink up your
it's
whiskey
good,
and
Gen
beer.
Z.
Helena's just he's adorable.
He is. Do you want to make sure he gets to bed tonight?
Absolutely not.
Not with me.
But Helena, what the fuck?
And then she winks and then says,
Oh.
"All right, sport. Come on. Let's get you home."
Can whatever consenting Gathane.
Oh no, I'm going to get him home. Come on.
Doesn't have to be home. You can stay in one of our guest rooms.
No, I'm getting him home to his parents,
All
where
right.
he can't get into any more
Yep.
escapades.
Yep. Yep. I look around. Are there any other folks who are?
No one else knows.
Are there any other folks that are still at the party?
Well, you see Claude is like being led away by a very understanding-looking Kyoko, who's just like smiling and nods at you. But there's this kind of, it's starting to wind down. The party's over.
Cool. I go back to bed.
Brom?
I've expressed.
Fala's still there.
Shun. No, I'm just kidding. I go over to her. I'm just kidding.
All right, I see how it is.
I can always find my
This
way
is-
to your bed.
Once a year and only
with
once a
the
year.
knife. I will. No. I'll move to her and embrace her if she'll have it. Thank you so much for being able to be here. It means a lot to me.
Are you thanking Don, or are you thanking me?
I am thanking you, but I can see how it would be both.
I would not miss this. It isn't every day you meet somebody who deserves a night like tonight.
Don't we all? You're the second person tonight who's said that. Don't we all deserve something like this?
Oh, yes. Perhaps. But we do not all deserve it on the right day, and we do not all deserve it to share with someone like you.
Will you stay in Cross's shadow for a time?
To travel is also to see. I do not always need to move, and I believe it is time for me to stay here and learn.
If there's anything a poor troll can teach you,
Do you feel poor?
I meant humble. Shifty eyes.
Then perhaps you can use the word humble as opposed to poor.
A humble troll, then.
It's been a few weeks since I came back, and I believe that this is an important place to be. Here with you.
You told me when we saw each other before you left. I asked if our paths would cross, and I believe you said that if Don willed it, it would happen. That you would always know where to be at the right time. So I guess I'll have to take your word for it.
Was it not there when you needed me?
Yes. In fact, Fala, you always have been, really. You've been there when I needed to grow, to learn that I am vulnerable. Yeah, exactly. And, yeah, no. Sorry. Damn it. No, it's true.
What is your charisma subterfuge?
4. Oh, yeah, of course.
Are you lying?
About her always being there when I needed her?
Yep.
No. what I'm... No, I'm not. I can tell you what I'm implying. Does that help? No, I'm not lying. No, I'm not
Her
not lying.
Gwydion sense can't
Yeah, yeah.
tell what you're implying.
What
Her
you're,
Gwydion
like,
sense
saying.
can tell if you're lying.
Right, no. I'm being honest. I'm being sincere. I just think that our paths have crossed at a great many crossroads in both of our lives. I hope that they will continue to do so. I know I can learn much from you, and I hope there's something I can teach you in return.
You understand that it is you who saved a nation and one small issue in it.
There's something very final about naming one's accomplishments. That's why I don't want to do it. I don't feel final.
There's nothing final about you.
Good. Are you staying here at the Spark, Fala?
I suppose I should. As long as that is all right with you.
It is. I, of course, must be with my wife tonight. And wish to be.
Must.
Well, I would say so.
Then you must. Far be it from me to take a troll away from his duty.
I'm very happy that you will be here in Cross's Shadow for some time. I'm very happy about that.
I'm pleased to hear.
Good night, Fala.
Good night, sir.
I give her a kiss on the cheek, and then I go.
She smiles. She doesn't reciprocate.
Yeah. Go and you know, we're shoving guests out the door. Not literally, but like figuratively. We're like,
Get the fuck out!
yeah. Wow, it's been such a great night. Yeah, let me
Taking
call you a
off
cab.
tie
Yeah.
and buttoning some buttons.
The last person to
and
leave the
buckling your
garden,
belt, dropping
by
your
the way,
pants with what?
Kyoko ends up seeing some people out, and then she's just like, I've got to get out of this. I have to. And she is heading off. The last person in the garden is Zister.
Here's the flash. Well,
What, are you looking for my approval?
yes.
She's a lovely girl.
I've always sought your approval, sister.
Congratulations, you have it. But do you need something more from me? Do you need to hear it every once in a while? You're worse than Patches. She at least understands that I don't have to say everything every time I see her. Sometimes it's enough to just look at what she's done and not hate it.
I just enjoy making you squirm.
Are you going to marry me next?
Are you asking?
You don't have the balls.
Touché. Sister Flex.
Yes, bro, Mazden, Apquidian, sure, bullshit.
Are you happy with what the Spark has become? Can't say it hasn't changed.
Happy. That's a strange word to use. Why would I consider myself happy with what's happened here?
It's changed. And I wonder whether you find it has ventured closer towards its purpose or further from it.
Originally, the purpose of the Spark was to create weapons for war. when I could finally wrest it away from that, I made it a place where perhaps innovation could thrive. But when I left, when I put you in charge, alongside the others, it was a refuge for an innocent life. That's all it was, just a dragon. A dragon who needed help in a time when we weren't allowed to help dragons. Investigating a company that no longer exists for a dragon who gave part of its soul to someone who helped save her daughter. The spark originally was designed to assist in war, and now it's designed to assist in peace. That isn't happy, Brom. That's bliss. And he starts heading towards the garden doors.
Ever the philosopher, Sister Flex.
Shut the fuck up. And he slams the door behind him.
Ever the philosopher. And just like a single tear.
So now you're alone outside.
No? It's pretty cold out here, I guess.
No.
The bonfires. I just like take a look around. I'm happy. Look out over the city.
Bro!
Bro! No, I already did that once. I don't need to do it again. Maybe I will anyway. I will go in to my room, Kyoko's room. Our room, I guess? Our matrimonial
Well, now that you busted up one of the rooms,
Oh, fuck me.
we've made you
It's
a room
true.
together.
Oh my god.
Technically, they didn't bust it up.
Sophia's
I don't know what you're
metamor-
talking about.
Oh yeah, what are
It's
you?
totally Brom's fault. No.
Excuse me. It's funny.
People will remember the wedding.
That's good.
As weddings go, it's often, for changelings, the important thing is that the people who are being wed actually feel that they're doing it for themselves, not as a way of promoting their status, not as a way of proving to the world how good they are at love, not for an expedient political treaty, but for one that's simply because two people have chosen that they wish to share their lives and reaffirm that connection. The best weddings do that. Best weddings aren't actually about making a significant change so much as it is reaffirming what they already know to exist. But some marriages change people. Some do. And in the absence of knowing what happens with Sophia, I think we'll end the session there.
Ooh. There was something about your monologue that was very. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of dangerous, like menacing, and I was a little worried that something was going to happen, so I was a little on edge, a little suspicious of people.
It was all about the thrill of the forbidden, and that sometimes the mystery is better than like the revelation of
I don't know.
uncovering it.
Something at the end where I was just like spooked out by it. I didn't write it down.
Do you think that the jonologues are just thrown out there?
I don't have a good response to that. If they were, then they seem to correlate pretty well with the tone of the game, by coincidence.
Well, we don't have Maud,
Well,
so there was no drink counter.
Aw.
We don't have Liz, so it's just the two of you. But that doesn't mean that we can't have a fancy corner to find out what's going to happen next That's coming up. Right
Yay!
now.
Right now, here we are. Fancy. I really wish we could once we have billions of dollars,
Yeah.
we'll be able to flip the whole setup around because
Yeah.
there'll be a literal fancy corner, and we'll all just go over there and sit on the couch.
Yeah, well,
and,
it'll be
laugh
on a
and-
revolve, but it'll also be like what they did for the election on CBC, where there's this magical display with various
Oh,
things
shit,
being
yeah.
stats being displayed and stuff, and CG versions of NPCs walking out and posing for you.
Don't
uses
tempt
of
me.
uses of the word fuck 25 and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, et
Don't
cetera, et cetera.
Tempt me.
That'd be
Hey,
great,
folks,
actually.
just feed us that Bitcoin.
Yikes.
That
Turn Patches
Bitcoin.
into a whale for realsies with her
There you go.
5 million worth of Bitcoin.
The fanciest of corners one day? Well, who knows? There's always things that we're always looking into it. Thank you
I guess
for the
we
cheer.
could change your
Ooh.
backdrop
Thank you.
for the fancy corner. That is the thing that we could do with a button press.
That is. I mean, I think
Make
that
it fancier?
I think that for
Thank you, Ken, for
for
saying
while
that.
Changeling is the game,
Mhm.
there's little that I want to do to make any huge changes to how it's been run. But we're still always thinking about the future, right? I mean, the idea of having, I mean, we've spoken about some of the things that we want to do for a future stream in terms of increasing our marketability, our
Yep.
at least our audience participation and all that. And we have that potentially at some point soon as we look ahead. So in fact, I kind of hesitate to throw play the game out there because there was just the two of you and it was kind of bit lower key. But what I will say for the two of you is that you do both get your experience from today's session.
Yay!
That's something
I'll take it.
that's something you can do. I don't think that it was as mellow as people are going to think.
Was something perhaps tipped to that were...
I don't know for certain.
All right.
But I do know that it's going to be seen in a different light one day.
Okay.
Shit. When there's High King Cog or a High Consort Cog.
High Consort
I don't know how it works in
He would
the Cathane's
he would
society.
most likely gain the title of prince.
High Prince Cog.
Color. I hope he's like, no, I just want to be a consort. That'd be great. I'd love...
Royal Consort.
Oh,
my God.
Consort, no.
I mean, maybe.
It's possible. Guest list.
Maybe she didn't want
She
me.
doesn't know how. I'm sorry, but
I think she has enough
She's the High
people
Queen.
around her that they would be making sure that was being done.
That's it.
Do we get
Yay.
to experience streams from either of you this week?
No. I was discussing the idea of doing a one-off on Friday, John. Well, not this coming Friday, but last Friday I was discussing the idea of doing a one-off because I feel like card games have been something I've been really excited about lately. And I think it'd be really fun to do, a longer kind of event thing as opposed to the stuff that I usually do. Ugh. I hope to. What about you?
One day what we should actually do, now that we have the cameras that we have access to, we should probably actually get a proper card game going that we'd be able to show the
Yeah,
feel
top down, be
properly,
great.
top down, and I think that we could probably pull that off, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
those are nice.
But we'd have to look into that. It's
Yeah.
not going to be this week.
No,
I
no.
don't think. Maybe to celebrate the release of Uprising.
Ooh. End of
That's December.
December?
It's
Okay, cool.
mid-December.
That would be great, actually.
I might actually stream this week.
Oh.
I would like to. Some of it is going to depend on some tech adjustments that I'm making around
Oh,
here.
boy.
But yeah, we'll see. One thing that I can say is there is most likely going to be a punchy stream.
Friday.
Yeah, I have no
That's
doubt.
Friday.
There may or may not be something on Saturday. I will not be available,
Aw.
unfortunately.
Sure, Liz is. I'm sure.
What about a
Neale.
Sunday?
Yes, this Sunday.
We're, if I'm not mistaken, catching up to the present. next Sunday.
Yeah, I think
Next
so.
Sunday is the day of Ramen Kyoku's wedding.
Unless we skip forward.
And we can see if your prediction of heavy rain was good. I'm joking around.
Heavy Rain, like the game? Heavy Rain?
What's that kid's name in Heavy Rain? There's that weird.
Oh, that he's
glitch thing where
calling
he
out
just,
all the
like,
time?
Yeah, he just yells his. Thank you. Book knows what I'm talking about.
Jason!
Jason!
Yeah, and then I may miss a session or 3.
Oh no! Ooh, I hope not.
Should only be 2. But
Patches gone to the moon. Gotta get back.
Patch is going to the moon?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. New lunar landing.
yeah, I'll just
Mission
like
patches.
constantly be wayfaring some oxygen into my spacesuit.
Oh,
but
is it
without-
Punchy Book Club? Pook, what else happens on Sunday?
Does Pook walk?
Yeah, what else happens on Sunday? That's what I want to know.
I think it's. No, it's not Punchy Book Club, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh! Thump.
Here from
Hooray!
home. Nice.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Pook's
about the
very
best
excited.
news that
That's
I've heard
great
today.
news. We're looking forward to it, Pook.
This
Oh.
is your mission for the next week then. The in and the out of the chair from the side of the car.
Ooh. Google mentions
Yeah,
happening for deep dive.
I might do another RPG deep dive at some point. It might be. I'm not certain because I mean the other thing is that I got spires to slay.
Oh shit.
I also have. I still haven't played Crash Bandicoot or Spyro, which I have like the remasters. Because that was what the Humble Bundle monthly was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so many games. There's so many games.
On the subject of the deep dive, John, Liz and I were able to watch some of it.
It's uploaded. It's
not
on my
live,
YouTube channel.
But yeah, some of the VOD. And I mean, first of all, what I saw was really great and it was really insightful. I thought it was very funny. We just kind of jumped through, and at a certain moment, we jumped to a moment where you're like, so I rolled some dice, and then you paused the video, and you were like, no, so Scott's made a very bad tactical error here, and we just started laughing. It was very funny.
You all made bad tactical
I remember
errors
that
day.
episode quite well.
If you're actually interested in the VOD of the last RPG deep
great
dive,
deep dive,
I
though,
think
guys.
that it's still available on Twitch. You can see it in the VODs here, but you should also be able to see it on my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/JohnBarrel. So you can find that there. It's a thing when your players fuck up that badly. But
And yet-
sometimes you make the best of lemonade that you'll be able to find.
Racking up
Uh,
initiative, but I was like, there's some money here.
Yeah, we
oh,
got
oh,
Someone else
okay.
do
So
it.
yeah, let's.
we're gonna
we'll
fight
talk
John
about
once
this-
the stream.
We'll talk about this afterwards.
Just kidding.
Folks, I know that neither Aragorn nor Crosshair are here, but we still love them and care for them, and we hope that we'll see them soon. You know, I hope Liz had a good time on set. I assume that we'll find out about that shortly. But in the meantime, if you are at all curious about what's been going on in here, you can find us at rpgclinic.com. You'll be able to see the story synopses, the VODs, all of it. It's right there. And I put out a call for feedback on Twitter. I got some excellent feedback. I want to hear more. If you are comfortable with it, you can just simply DM me on Twitter if you don't want to be public about it. But I do want to hear your thoughts about what we're doing on this channel, what you'd like to see us do differently, what you'd like to see more of. You can't hurt us with your
Yeah.
feedback. The idea is like, look,
glue.
you might wish that we were playing, first edition Dungeons and Dragons instead. Fine, let us know. You might wish to see more of things that we've seen here. That's great. Maybe you hate the fact that we're flashing around these cards on stream now. Let us know about that too. But what we really want to know is what you appreciate and what you don't, and what you'd like to see more of. We're all working in artistic fields. We all have to deal with feedback all the time. We can take it. I'm just bad at asking for it because I don't want to put anyone out.
Also, yeah, no, I mean, like the lifeblood of this game, well, is us playing together and having a good time. But like part of that lifeblood is enjoying it with the audience. And if there's something that the audience is like, man, I sure wish they got rid of that one guy, or whatever. Like
Yeah.
Be good to know.
But like, trust us, there's nothing that we're not going to want to hear.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
that's very
also,
true.
just because you say I would like something doesn't mean that we're going to say like, okay, well then we'll just do everything for you, obviously. So if your thing is, oh man, I really wish that they would add like a fourth player, well, we're not going to do that. But like, tell
Scheduling
us, we still
is
want to hear it.
hard.
Yeah, but we
Notice how
really
there are
want.
only 2 of us today.
Yeah,
Scheduling
seriously,
is
very
hard.
difficult. But really, that
Yeah.
would be great to hear. Actually,
Yeah,
honestly,
it would
it'd
be
really
it would be
cool.
good to know so we could try to make it work for the future.
In the meantime, there's plenty of people who have streams of their own. I'm going to particularly call out Dio the Yarn Dragon. Going, you know, if you want to chill, that's a
saw
great place
a
to chill.
cute cat
And sometimes she even gets Pukajutsu to come in, and then you get both Dio and Pook.
Yes. Well, Pook's
Some
going to be
decent
home
chat.
soon.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.